having a good memory. She's pretty young, but she was already doing that 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
I'm waiting. Okay, what is going on, Nick?
Excuse me.
It's unforgivable.
Is that you?
Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Count you in. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the second half of the Extreme Memory Tournament. I'm Max Berkowitz.
And I'm Florian Delay. So nice to see you guys again. We are in the second round of the first day of the Extreme Memory Tournament, the coolest, fastest, hottest, greatest memory competition in the world. And we are here for you to explain what the heck is going on.
Exactly, and you're explaining a little more detail.
Exactly. I will
You are
explain
the
in a way
memory
that there are still question
journalist.
marks over your head.
Yes.
You can still see them there.
Oh yeah. They're fading away though.
Yeah, but we're doing good. I mean, the idea, of course, is that everyone out there who is not yet familiar with memory sports will understand how we do this and what this structure of the XMT is all about, how this works, and what they see here when they come to the xmtlive.com website, where you can follow the entire championship in its entirety, in its detail. You can see even exactly live what the champions here are typing in, what they memorize, how fast they do that, and when they make a mistake. We even know when they make a mistake before they know.
Yeah, and there's a little delay, so it's perfect.
Exactly. So
But I want to go do a little preview of what just happened and what's going on in this tournament. So
Let's do that.
There are 7 Germans. There are 5 people from Mongolia.
wait a minute, it's 7 Germans? No, every
Yeah.
time I think about it, it's like getting more Germans.
There's 4 from the U.S. There's 4 from UK, 2 from Sweden, and 1 from the Philippines, and 1 from the Netherlands.
Right. Yeah, actually it's interesting when we think about this. There have always been a very strong German team and a very strong UK team, because this sport developed itself in the United Kingdom first, where it was very small sport at starters, and all the champions came from there. And then it switched to Germany.
I mean, all the champions, Dominic O'Brien.
Yes, that Dominic O'Brien later, and then Andy Bell and Ben Pritma, who is here today. He became the 3 times world memory champion. And then it shifted to Germany, because in Germany there was a huge media coverage over the years, different shows, different interviews, and people were just more familiar with this than, for example, in the United States.
And now it's switching to more of the Asian countries.
Exactly.
Soon.
We have
the
strong
US
Mongolian
too.
team here. Very strong Mongolian team. We don't have anyone from China today. Sadly, Shi Bin was qualified, but he couldn't make it because of visa problems.
Next year we'll get that straightened out.
We have I think the biggest team in the world comes from China. We have already 100 registered athletes for the upcoming Hong Kong Memory Championship after 1 day of opening the registrations. Yeah, so it's huge thing there. We heard rumors that the Brain Show, the Super Brain Show, which in the United States is called the Superhuman Show, is having over 100 million people watching that in China alone.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm not sure if these numbers are accurate, but
it's definitely way off in the US.
In a big country like that, it wouldn't come as a super surprise.
No, but that's like a Super Bowl right there for us. in the United States.
And our people, our athletes who are here today, they'll be treated there like superstars. People are jumping over fences to just get a glimpse and touch them. And
soon that will happen to people like Nelson and Alex Mullen and the U.S. candidates.
Right.
But remember, everyone, to go to extremememorychallenge.com. Take the challenge, see how incredible your brain is. Maybe you might be the next superstar.
Let us quickly tell our audience what this is about. It's a 2-day memory challenge, which is being created by Dart Neuroscience, the venue that we are here today. And
beautiful venue.
Beautiful venue, really beautiful place. I'm here for the 3rd time in a row, and I love it. Anyway, they are trying to figure out what the memory is all about and who has a special memory, and they don't look for memory athletes. They really actually look for the average Joe. And
me.
Exactly.
Yes.
I was thinking about you. And they want to find out how they can actually improve the memory with drugs. And they want them researching the memory pill.
What kind of drugs? We don't know.
Not the recreational ones. The memory pill, when you eat it and then you have a better memory. If that's ever going to exist, I mean, the way the medicine is coming forward, we can actually assume that at one day you just drop a pill and all of a sudden we remember everything. But this is not how memory techniques work. We do it actually a little bit differently.
Just a little bit.
Right. So there is no doping so far at championships, at least not that we know of.
We don't take doping tests, right?
We don't take tests, but we also don't really know how to do that yet. Maybe some of the athletes are taking some ginkgo pills or stuff like that.
Well, yeah, they just started testing for Adderall in certain sports now.
Right? Isn't there actually a thing that people start to take amphetamines to make all-nighters to study for?
That was me last night with all these cards.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't say that out loud.
What? I mean, no.
Did you? All right.
But yes, this
is not a normal cookie.
All right, but we are onto the cards event right now.
What we are seeing here on the screen right now are Katie Kermode from the United Kingdom and Melanie Hollein from Germany.
Melanie just beat Katie.
That looks pretty much like it. Melanie got 52 seconds, Katie 60 seconds.
But
even besides that time, Katie has a lot of mistakes there.
So. And Marlo just upset Christian. He did it in 29.2 seconds. And look at this.
Right.
Johannes looks like the winner right now, but there's still time left. Let's go to table 3. Right there.
As you can see, we have 4 tables always at the same time. At each table there are 2 athletes, 1 against 1. This is what is the name of the championship style? It's the same style for a championship that they use at the Football World Cup or the European.
Super Bowl or?
No, I mean the European one.
Oh, the European one.
The soccer World Cup.
Oh my God. Am I forgetting?
We have a group system.
The World Cup.
Yeah, we have a group system, 6 groups here.
And look at this. They just shook hands because Johannes just beat Johan.
Exactly.
Johannes.
So when you go on xmtlive.com, you can actually jump on your own between all these tables. You see exactly what they type in, what they write, what they memorize. When they make a mistake, you have an overview of all the points they have in the different groups. Let's quickly fly over our groups here. When we switch on my monitor, we can see that in Group A, we have Johannes Malo in the lead, who is the current #1 in the world rankings, in the traditional world rankings, which are not associated with the XMT, the Extreme Memory Tournament, where we are here at the moment. In Group B, we have Lance Churhat from the United States with 7 wins there.
He seemed very confident during the lunch break. He's ready. He's excited.
I didn't have a chance to talk to him. He's excited?
He's very excited. He's on a certain kind of high.
Does he look calm? Because I always get a feeling of him that he's a bit.
I think he's a little surprised.
He has some nervousness.
Yeah, no, he does. He's a little surprised that he's at 7-2, but he's trying to roll with it.
Right, and then we have Group C with Simon Reinhardt, who also got 7 wins so far. And then Group D with Janja Altansu from Sweden with 7 wins. We have Group E with Purafiev Erdene
I
Saikan.
have like so many things.
Also 7 wins. He's from Mongolia. And then in Group F we have Johannes Schuh with 8 wins. And here is the master of disaster, the
Master of disaster.
the guy behind the Extreme Memory Tournament.
What's going on,
Nelson
guys?
Dallas, 4 times US Memory Champion.
Yeah.
He's a mountain climber with his non-profit organization Climb for Memory, where
Yes.
you are collecting money for Alzheimer research.
Raising awareness. Yep.
Exactly, we both share the same sad
Oh, that's right.
history
All three
that
of
we
us
lost.
do.
All 3 of
yeah,
us.
yeah.
We all lost a grandparent
Yep.
to
And-
that
yep.
nasty disease.
And-
And
Yeah.
speaking from experience, honestly I cannot imagine a more terrifying disease where the personality of a person is step by step fading away, which is incredibly sad and ultimately even fatal.
Because your whole body's working, and then it's just your mind
Exactly.
that ruins everything else. It's
Yeah.
horrible to see.
It
So
affects so many people.
please-
Like, not just the person with it, but the people around. You know.
yeah,
And-
exactly.
and
So
what
please
is-
support Nelson and his endeavors there, and follow his climbings in the future. I'm sure there will be many more cool things from Nelson to see. You were just on the Mount Everest, the highest
Yeah,
mountain in the
that's
world,
right.
a month ago.
Yeah, I literally to the day I got back from Mount Everest. We were there for 2 months. I was there for 2 months, and I didn't summit unfortunately, but
That'd be
But we're
Way.
nearly there.
nearly there. It was my 3rd try. I still haven't made it to the top. It's forever this elusive, part of the world. But I've been close, but not for me, not close enough.
And you're a model too, right?
Excuse me?
You're not a model?
No,
What?
a model citizen.
I thought
Sure.
you were a hand model. No.
No, not my hands. I bite my nails. Are we going? We've gone
Yeah.
into this, right?
Yeah, we're in this.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is
I don't
18
even know what
seconds.
they went for.
This is names. The names.
But Jan is one of the top guys at names here. So is Boris.
Right. So at the screen right now,
Lance too at table 4.
at the screen right now, we see Dr. Boris Conrad from Germany on the
Clay
left,
Knight.
and Clay Knight from the United Kingdom. Exactly.
Yes.
Boris was the finalist from last year, and Clay draw a wild card this year because Xi Jinping from China couldn't make it. Right.
Yep.
So last minute, Clay got a ticket to the
Yep.
XMT because he was the next one on the qualification attempts. They're doing names and faces right now.
Yeah. Now looking at these names, how quickly do you memorize something in your brain with the spatial memory?
Well, so for names, they don't
Need
necessarily
it.
use a memory palace. A lot of them, I don't know anybody who uses a memory palace for names.
Ben does.
Really?
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
Interesting.
I feel like he always switches it up with everything.
It's not necessarily a good sign because he's not the best
He's
in
not
names.
very good, but I guess maybe he'd be worse if you didn't use that. But most people will use the person's face as kind of the anchor or the location that they're storing
Right.
the picture on.
Do you ever use TV characters?
Yeah, of
You do?
course.
Okay.
If I think of if a name reminds me of a
Yeah.
celebrity or a character, that's instantly what I go with.
I saw a lot of Seinfeld characters.
Like who they look like.
Yeah, who they look like.
But you're saying they remind
Yeah,
you.
they
in
remind me
terms
of a
looks?
yeah.
Okay, got it. No, see, I don't even look at their face like that. I'll just look at it for some distinguishing feature,
Oh wow.
and then the name is what reminds me of something.
Okay.
So if the name was Jerry,
Jerry,
I think of
yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld, but I attach it to something.
So I saw
like that.
some that like their smiles like. That's
And that
just
reminded you of who?
No, that's just like it's just like that's something that popped out.
That
that I
seemed very
memorized.
Seinfeld to you.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Do you ever do something like when you look at a face that where nothing sticks out, where it's very symmetrical? Most cases, it's beautiful face. Beautiful faces tend to not have anything.
They're perfect. Yeah.
They're too perfect, right? They're actually very.
Asymmetrical.
Yeah, no, they're,
yeah.
actually they're very counterproductive for
Yeah.
a memory athlete. We always look for spots and scars and
So-
stuff like
Damn
that.
you being so beautiful.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
me. It would be hard.
So what do you do
Yeah.
then? What do you then? Just pick something like
You know, honestly, at this point, when I meet people, I don't search that much for some distinguishing feature. I usually just choose something like a
Right.
nose.
so I take your nose.
Yeah,
and
whether
then-
it's big, small, crooked,
Right.
wart-filled, bleeding.
Gross.
What's
I don't know.
This is
wart
gross.
filled?
Yeah, you know, like a witch. or
That
something.
sounds nice.
Remember, up at the top, go to extremememorychallenge.com.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting test. I think at the end you get to compare yourself to how I did on that test.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
I have to
this.
take
28 points for Jan Hendrik. He's
Wow.
really killing it in this discipline. And he came.
But Johannes stole his time.
Put Don in the wrong spot.
I couldn't remember Don.
But Johannes always takes his time.
The
Last
current
minute always.
world record for names is 28. So he just
And what was the
equalized.
No, it's
that.
29.
Oh no, that's from last year.
Oh, from last
29
year,
is
yeah.
from 2 years
Yep.
ago.
time? That's still fine.
Right.
It's still the record. By Simon, right?
Yes. So Simon Reinhardt is holding that.
Now he got 29.
Oh, now he got 29.
Wow.
But
That's
what was the time on
60
the world record?
seconds on the world record.
I think it was
60
under.
seconds.
Also 60 seconds.
You know, I think it's the food. It's the break that helped him.
Yeah, he's fresh.
It's a long day.
It is a long day.
I put
He ate a baguette.
He put Don in 2 slots. So maybe, I mean, he must be aware of that. He put Don there in 2 slots. So he still has 90 seconds left to
Plenty of time.
figure out that Ricky is not Don. So,
What
yeah.
else do we have here?
So
Lance is a pretty good score.
Lance is still in first.
how many names are in this database of names that you guys use here?
Yeah, I think headshots. There's well over 1,000. Simon knows the exact numbers. Simon Orton, and then the names database. I think it's close to 2,000.
All right. So someone who's creating a pre-made image for all these 2,000 images might have an advantage.
Yeah, but that won't happen, especially since we have the training website where I think the set is even less. And then we've changed the database of names for the competition.
All right, and then you change it back after the competition, or you keep it like that?
I don't know.
30 seconds
I think
left.
We would probably keep it in.
All right, we are close to see a new world record in the names discipline by Jan
Well,
Henrik
isn't the time?
Bücher.
Someone did it in a short amount of time.
No, I think Simon did it in
Let's see. The names 52.
where do you see that?
John. 29.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
that's from today.
today.
That was
Yeah.
from today, and Katie also 29. We are really need to keep up our
We're fired.
our game here.
Yeah,
these
this guy.
these
You
people are completed. All right, congratulations, 29. He just went even
go.
with Katie and Janja. Now we have 3 new world records by
One day.
Katie Commode from the UK, Janja Altansu from Sweden, and Jan Henrik Büscher from Germany, all with 29 names in 60 seconds, which
Why
is
do you guys?
an incredible feat.
Why do you guys think people are getting stronger in this competition every
Well,
year?
I have a very easy theory for that.
Is it getting used to it, or?
They see the record
Yeah.
and they train harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
The
as
first
it is.
year, I mean, they were creating the records. Now there's distinct benchmarks, right? It's
Yeah,
like
they want to go
suddenly-
higher than that.
It's like if you're doing some skill just on your own, and then suddenly, you know, between friends, there's a mark, right? And you're like, okay. Then you suddenly, eventually will touch or beat that mark, and then it's a kind of this cat and mouse game.
Exactly.
But then when somebody gets to 30, it's about the time now.
Yeah, then we'll
Yeah.
try to beat the time, exactly. And you have seen this in memory sports since I have started with it in 2003. There was always a certain level,
Well, you're
and
that
that,
old.
and that and that level has been constantly being increased. So for example, speed cards, there was a 33 seconds world record by Ben Pridmore 10 years ago, and this has been now lowered and lowered
21
and lowered.
seconds now, right?
20 seconds, 0.44 in the traditional events, but we have already seen today a much faster time by Alex
19
Mullen. He did
seconds.
19
33 seconds doesn't
9
even
or
make
something.
you say, wow, that's impressive.
and they can do more than that. So this
Yeah.
is, you cannot compare this to a physical sport where they run the 100 meters and then the next guy who breaks the world record slightly beats the previous world record by a hundredth of a
We'll get like
or a
that.
thousandth of a second. Yeah, eventually, but we are still not there yet.
No.
They still break the records by many seconds or with a lot of more digits or a lot of more names that they squeeze in, depending on what kind of discipline you have. So it's all about to see what others did before, and as soon as you have that, then you want to beat that. And the brain seems to be so flexible when it comes to that, that you're actually all of a sudden able to break that record, although before that for a long time the bar was much lower. Exactly, it seemed impossible, but all of a sudden people do it, and one person does it, and then more people come and do the same, and they put the bar higher and higher. So we are not at that point yet in memory sports history where we really are at the end of possibilities.
Yeah, going off that, where do you see XMT in, let's say, 5 years?
That's a good question. I will answer it. Let's
Yeah,
just watch this little speed run here. I'm curious to see some of these guys going. We have a lot of matches here that are people who are really good at numbers against people who are not so good at numbers.
Yeah, who do you think's not that
Lance
good?
is good, Boris is good, Ben is good, and Johannes is good. Although Cici is kind of staying up there.
Yeah, this is really
She's
impressive to
gonna
see this level bar,
Yep.
like this download bar on the right hand on the XMT.
So Johannes in 18
Live.com.
seconds. I think that's a
Wow.
record.
Yeah, this is so amazing. I'm so happy that I can do the 80 digits now in 60 seconds. That was like the milestone for me. And
It's not easy.
he does the same in a third of the time. I mean, I'm fast with that. I know that with this speed, 99.9% of the people in the world that cannot do that, even with training. But yet, this guy is doing it more than 3 times faster. This is so impressive.
And he's blowing out the competition right now. I think the next guy is 8 seconds after him.
Yep.
Exactly. Imagine someone doing that in physical sports. It was
Yeah.
like flying over the track.
If Johannes can put this together, that's incredible. We haven't had a sub 20-second run of numbers.
Right.
He has the record at 21.01, and Marwin did 21 point something earlier today, but nobody's broken 20 seconds.
Yeah, let's see what. Oh, he had already typed in the first mistake there. But that doesn't necessarily mean that
No,
you
he
cannot
could
fix
come
it
back,
in the end.
It's a little off, though.
Maybe he's just playing with the
Yeah.
audience.
He does that for
Teasing
us.
us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I'll give him a little thing to worry about and just change it at the last minute. He's got to. Look how quickly he's
I know.
just filling in the rest.
So why is he wearing those glasses? We were wondering, like the clear ones.
Yeah, they're not
clear.
really
Yeah.
helping
I
so
think,
much.
honestly, he just wears it to look really cool.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
really smart.
Yeah.
And
to
it works.
intimidate.
It gives him this look of Scott from the X-Men a little bit,
Yeah, he
who has
does,
this laser eye.
And then Jan Hendrik, he's just chilling.
Which, in case you're wondering, he does not have laser eyes.
I was wondering.
Why do you have to
Oh,
spoil
he
the fun, man?
He took them off. He doesn't.
He took the glasses off, and now we lost the signal, and here we're back.
It was just an advertisement for HT.
That was an advertisement. We should get some
And there's
money for
Ben
that.
and his
That was
beautiful
memory
shorts.
cards. I mean,
Yeah.
right? That kind of
Alright.
fits the topic.
We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds of recall.
So Johannes is still
Right.
stuck.
So Ben won. It's 28 seconds. Lance won again. He's blowing out the competition.
He's on a roll. I mean, it's going to be neck and neck with Boris and Lance
Yeah.
in the standings. Yeah, he
Well,
crawled.
Boris could still lose.
Yep.
It's true. I mean, there's still a lot of room for everyone to lose their positions more or less, except for, I guess Katie is pretty much secure, but some of these athletes who are
People
in the lead,
back, they're nervous too.
they don't have many points before the others, so
Lance is sitting Indian style right now.
right.
Whatever makes him comfortable, makes him memorize faster.
Exactly.
I remember we have seen many funny things on memory competitions. Clemens Meyer used to this is the world memory champion from 2005 and 6. He used to
First German champion.
Yeah, exactly. He used to put the table to the wall so that he was facing the wall, while the entire other group of memory athletes were just facing to the front. He couldn't
Interesting.
He couldn't stand it. He was also taking off his shoes, and then he was
completely
he brought himself these slippers. Yeah, he had these comfortable slippers for the memorizing events.
Interesting.
Someone was wearing slippers today. I think it was Lance.
Yeah, Lance had
Yeah.
had the Chinese hotel slippers that we had from the World Championship last year.
And another hilarious thing was Jonas von Essen, who always used to take off his shoes, and then he had 2 different kinds of socks. That was like his trademark. 2 different kinds of colored socks, striped colored socks. Really cool. I liked it a lot. Ben, who is here, he's the man with the hat. He always has his hat, and he has the Zoomy T-shirt that we mentioned earlier.
But look at this. Johannes, 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna fill.
Ooh, Clay just surpassed Boris.
Wow.
He just surpassed Boris.
That
That
is
is
a big upset if that happens.
that is a point. Well,
Well,
it's
that'll
not
be
too
good
it's
for
not too
Lance.
it's not too bad for Boris. He has already 21 points there in his group, and Anudari, who's following him, has only 9. So it doesn't make a huge difference to him.
There we go. Let's tune in to see his reaction here.
Exactly. Maybe we can switch to the to Boris again. Well, it's already up there. So,
Yeah.
and we lost the video feed from that camera for a moment.
That's okay.
Right.
Wow. Big upset.
Yeah. So how did
Lance
that
just won too because of his time.
And that puts Lance into a really good
Oh,
position.
he's qualified for tomorrow.
Lance has the most points so far. After 11 matches, he's in the lead with 27 points there in his group, followed by Boris with 21, and then Clay and Anudari both 9 points, which puts Lance and Boris in a huge advantage in the group.
Yeah. And so he's solidified his position tomorrow. He could lose every match.
Oh yeah, Lance is now the
Today.
first one to be qualified for tomorrow, right? This has been indicated for everyone out there who wonders how do we know that. When you click on the XMTlive.com website and you go on the groups overview, you will now see in Group B, Lance is the first one that has this. What is that? This that's green, right?
Verde.
Yeah.
That green bluish color that indicates that he's already qualified.
Are you colorblind?
I don't know. I guess it depends on
Some alternate
on
color.
the monitor.
Let's go
Yeah,
with
just
that.
a different color.
Right,
Maybe
it's
I'm
a different blue than the other
So
blues.
why should he still stay in this if he already advanced?
Well,
in
because
this?
now he wants
Yeah.
to. Now it's a matter of who does he play tomorrow. So the higher ranked you are, the more chance you're going to play someone
Right.
easier on day 2.
No.
Let's see. So if he wins Group B, let's look
Then
at the
he will
bracket tomorrow.
face Group C, E, F, third place,
3rd place.
All right, let's say C, E, F.
which would at the moment be either Senge Samdan, Everett-Chu, or
Marlon.
Marlow Knight.
Which is a lot better than, say he was 2nd place. He'd have to play, let's see, Group B. Where's Group B runner-up? We play Group E winner. Who's in Group E? Yeah, so
Yeah, you don't
Purjab or
want that.
Katie.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So he still needs to fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
what's nice is he could maybe, especially if he maybe wins a few more matches, he could start to maybe really try some awesome scores and win
Right.
that $2,000 for the day.
Exactly, and he has the skill to do so.
He does.
In all of the disciplines, in every
Yeah.
single one, he can be extremely good.
I mean, you both called that. You both said that he studied a lot. He was memorizing. and
Yeah, he's
it's paying
taking
off.
this. He's taking this more serious than
looks
any
like
of the
a
other
random
memory
picture.
athletes that we have here today.
Yeah.
So out of the 24 competitors, Lance is certainly the one who is giving it all.
Yep. Unfortunately, though, he's already done all his card matches. So what he has left are images, names, and words.
Wow.
Well, but I have seen him on Facebook
Oh, perfect.
publishing
names.
these perfect names.
That's
And
true.
I think he also did perfect words in
Okay.
training.
Here comes Alex, table 3.
Yeah, here we see the current world memory champion on the left at table 3, facing the Janja
Janja.
Altansu from Sweden, who is also doing incredibly good there today. She has 21
And
points
I
in her
believe
group.
if Alex wins this
it's
match,
tied up.
he will probably surpass her.
No.
The recall
Oh,
is off by 0.01, but I'm assuming if he,
Other way, he can make up for that in that match now.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
or not. He could also win with it not being.
I mean, both of them with nearly 92% accuracy. That's just
But they're
incredible.
both monsters at words, so it'll be interesting to see.
Can we go to table 1? It's another big matchup between Marwin
Isn't it?
and Simon.
Are we? Oh no, that's
Table 3.
table 3.
There we go.
Right.
Those two handsome fellows
Yes.
ready to explode their minds all over this match.
That is disgusting. We have 30 seconds of memorizing, and then we shall do our recall.
All right. Yeah, this is. Here we see my guess for the winner tomorrow. So far, he's actually struggling a little bit, but he's doing really good. Marvin is at the moment position number 2.
This is another one. If Marwin wins, he could move ahead of Simon.
Right, and it
Yeah,
would be
'cause the
very
recall's
good. It
similar
would be
too.
very good for him because, like we just figured out with Lance, if he's at the top position of his group, he will face a less higher ranked
Yeah, the third
athlete
place.
from the first day. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's a weaker opponent, but chances are that's actually the case. And here we go with the words. Both of them memorizing 2 words at the same time. That means they combine these 2 words and they create this cluster image that they put on one of their locations in their memory palace. And Simon was the first one in the world to get really crazy scores in...
With words.
Actually, no, it's not true. Boris was the first one who got really good scores. And then Simon came out of the blue and surpassed him. And Boris struggled ever since to get there again. And in the meantime, all these other competitors came who just got super good at that.
Everyone's
as
taking
well.
their time right now.
They ended up taking the full 60 seconds just to make sure that they got it.
This is the first time.
Wow, all 60.
Oh, no. Simon, 55.37 seconds.
Sneaky.
And Alex, another sneaky guy, 56.56.
And Marvin takes the time to review his material. He's not typing. Simon is already typing like crazy there. And here comes Marvin as well. Now he starts. Marvin is memorizing in Swedish, Simon in German. So everyone out there who's wondering what's going on there, all of
Can
the
you
memory.
translate for us?
Yeah. So let's
Just
see.
a couple words.
The first word I don't know in English. The tat. That
Precision?
means action. Something like when you killed someone. That's the. For example.
Okay.
That's
Murder.
what
Murder,
you did
yeah.
there.
Murder?
No. It's more complex. Oh, look at this. He's doing the same thing that we saw earlier with Katie.
Yep.
He's
Starts-
just typing in the first few letters and he-
Simon?
But yeah, he
Simon,
always starts
exactly.
from the bottom and then moves to the top.
yeah. So
It's a
he gives
strategy.
himself a little reminder by just typing in the first letters, and then he comes back to it later. So now it looks all red.
Yep.
But later he will fix that.
Just from meeting Marwin, he seems like he's a very serious guy.
He is.
Yeah.
He's not.
He just
he's not
comes
really-
and he wants to get the job done.
He's not really joking around a
I've never
lot
seen
here.
him,
He's
like,
just
laugh.
Yeah.
he just takes it very serious. And I mean, of course, we all enjoy someone who's funny, but I mean, I also like this attitude of his because he really wants to make this happen. And
It's like a Michael Jordan attitude.
yeah, I mean, he doesn't care about
gets the job done.
Just playing around. He wants this really badly and. Doesn't look bad. He made a little mistake there, and
Yeah,
he
but
has
look at
2
Simon going
omissions.
through it,
Simon
putting a
is
couple
Simon's
letters in.
just killing it. He's going forward. He has something. He puts something in there.
He's ready
in
to
all the
pounce.
slots.
Oh, so he's doing some.
And from what he typed in so far as his little reminders, it looks really good. It looks really good.
No.
Now he's switching it.
No. There you go.
So to translate a couple more words that we see here, we have surround, we have
Wherefore?
carpenter, we have adjust,
How do you say adjust and
anpassen,
anpassen?
Unpassing.
Anpassen.
tab,
All right.
tab. I don't know what that even is, even in German. I know that the key here is called tabulator.
What is
and
a
it's
tab?
called tab.
What was that first word?
card. That's a thing that you did, and it's often related to a murder scene, for example. But it doesn't necessarily mean murder. It means any action that you did in the past.
Oh.
But it's not an action; it's a noun. I don't know what this is called in
And
English.
look at Alex, table 3, spinning Janja.
Just making mincemeat of her.
What is she wearing? Is that a visor?
It's some makeshift cardboard.
Is there a receipt on there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's,
you can clearly see the barcode hanging there from the
I
side.
think it's done on purpose to mimic the fact.
But
that
she always
can
comes with
scan
funny
numbers.
stuff like that.
Oh.
Last year she had this huge
Oh, she
summer
did.
hat that she put very far down to her face. Look at this! Simon did it. He cracked it.
Wow.
He cracked it.
Well, what was the record? It was 55
Let us
points.
switch back to Simon Reinhardt, who's now breaking the. Oh no, it wasn't it
maybe.
already
Let's
broken.
see.
It was
Well, I
broken
think she was
by
in 55.
Katie.
That's her
Katie already got this earlier this day in with a faster
0.63.
sign.
I think he beat her.
No, but the time is.
Yeah.
Oh,
55, yeah.
yeah, really? That
Yeah,
was slightly
55.37.
slightly below
Wow.
her. That's the new world record. Congratulations, Simon. And he is
Look
very
at him,
happy.
look, he's so excited.
Look
Wow.
at him. He is very red in his face, and
Wow. Can we get a close-up
Marvin.
shot? Yeah, hey!
Marvin doesn't really know what to say there. He's
Angel's getting a picture of him.
he didn't have a chance
A little
to.
close-up shot.
A little fist bump.
It was more like fist to elbow, but. That was a nice clapping there from
Wow.
Marvin. It was a,
And Marlon, yeah, he smiled. That's
yeah,
incredible.
I mean, Marvin knows being up against Simon in this really difficult discipline.
Wow.
That was amazing.
I just can't believe this guy learned all of the memory techniques from Boris. From his
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't
From
know
his Excel memory trainer thing.
Oh, right.
10 years ago he found it, and he
If I were Boris, I'd be like,
damn it, no.
What
but
have I
he
done?
he beat like the record on there, and he thought it was a abnormality.
You mean the Memory XL trainer?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is this
Yep.
from our memory club in Germany.
Yeah.
We were the first ones who had this digital software actually. I mean, every software is digital, isn't it? This software with a couple of these games that we do here.
And Dr. Boris created it.
Well, no, it's not true. He
Yeah, I
didn't
thought yeah.
I think maybe he was involved in that, but it came from the club, and I don't know. I don't want to give wrong information. So it doesn't
You and I
really
are always
matter.
fighting.
It's good. People want us to fight. We need to get more physical here. All right, cool. That is another world record that we saw here today. There were several now. In different disciplines. Marvin was very close to the world record in digits there.
yeah.
He nearly cracked it, but he was like 3/4 of a second too slow.
How did Katie's recall percentage go down that much? It was at 98 before the lunch break.
That's right.
It was only one event, I think, that brought her down.
Let's have a look.
Well, we can go on matches, type in Katie, and we will see which one she messed up so horribly.
Right, so here were their cards. She only managed 34.
20 cards. That's pretty much. That's pretty much it.
28.
The
Oh,
match.
the 20 cards down here.
Match number 106 against
Oh,
Melanie. She just got 20 out of 52.
Wow, that really...
That really screwed up her statistics there.
Guys, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to head back into
Sir?
All right,
you.
talk to you later,
the... For having me.
Nelson.
We'll be back.
That was the supermodel Nelson Dellis, 4-time U.S. memory champion.
I thought he was a hand model.
You know what? Let's just leave it at that.
All right. So what is
Remember-
this? What are we looking at here? This is
Guys, remember to go to extremememorychallenge.com. That's right, extremememorychallenge.com.
and we are now looking at names: Marvin against Simon, Johnny against Sengi Samdam, Yanja against Alex, and Everett against Shijir. And
It seems like
they
Janja's-
have already memorized. In the meantime, again, while we were talking, they were already memorizing the next bunch of data. That's typical, right?
Yeah, look at that. Janja did it in 49.88 seconds. Let's see what the world record is. So names.
What is this here?
Yeah.
What is this? There are 2 names on Simon's.
Oh, wow, yeah. Did he put 2 names in there? I think he did. Put Virginia.
No, he can't.
He's got to
Oh,
delete.
can he?
He needs to delete Shirley, and he'll get it right.
That looks strange, but yeah, exactly.
But so the world record for names right now is 29 names in 52.63 seconds by Janja.
Yeah, so that
She can
means
beat her own record.
no one has yet cracked. This is the last discipline that has not been cracked yet.
Wow.
All the other disciplines, it's now about the time.
Yeah.
Because the amount of information is always fixed. We have 80 digits for the numbers. We have 30 images. We have 30 names, which is the only one not being cracked yet. We have 50 words, and we have like 52 cards at one deck of poker cards. And all, except for the words, except for the names, have been now all the information been memorized in 60 seconds or less. So
And
we're
Janja's
still
doing
waiting
pretty
for this
damn
one.
well right now. 22 names, and she's got 2 minutes to recall.
Yeah, and especially look at her time.
Yeah,
This
incredible.
This is
a record.
an incredible time.
Hopefully.
49 seconds. Were probably too fast for her because we can already see several mistakes that don't really look like she will figure them out. But
She's very flashy
it's
with her numbers and with her style.
yeah,
I like it.
yeah, absolutely. I think what fascinates me the most is that we have so strong female competitors who are who don't have to hide against all these male competitors. Not like in physical sports where you can put them together because it would create a disadvantage to the females because the male body can run faster, lift more weights.
I don't know anymore.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
some women out there.
Of course, I mean I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to put up against really female athlete there, but in general, of course,
No,
that's
I
a
know
thing,
it, yeah.
right? And here, that's not a thing. So all you girls and women out there, please come. You can win a lot of money here. You can prove that you have a brilliant mind, even if you think you have a bad memory at
these
the moment.
guys.
Exactly. Come, learn the techniques, and you can beat all these gentlemen here.
And remember, go to extremememorychallenge.com. Take the test.
Right.
Take the challenge. Do it. It's easy. It's just a click away.
Exactly. You will help our sponsor, Dark Neuroscience, here to create the biggest
So you want a
memory
superhuman
test
brain?
in the world.
Superhuman brain. We could have that.
Yeah.
We could if you take this test. So 18 seconds left. But let's go to Alex Mullen. So he's got some answers right here. He has pretty hard. It's Janie, but he put Janice. And then he has Debbie, but he spelled Debbie incorrectly.
All right.
So
and
he's
something
pretty
is,
close with some of these.
and something is off with this Christopher as well.
Yeah.
I don't really see what.
But it looks
oh,
like
it's missing a T there.
looks like he just won that
Time's
event.
up. Oh, look at that, man. That was so close. There's the same score the two
Yep.
of them had there. Yeah.
But Simon wins again because he did it in 56.55 seconds.
That's actually a pretty interesting number that you got there.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, and yeah, where Janja couldn't get through with her 49 seconds there, Alex better with 2 more
I feel
names.
bad for Marwin because Simon is such a tough competitor to play against, and he did very well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad for him because Simon is one of the best memorizers in the world, and Marvin is doing a good job there, and it doesn't mean anything. If he ends up second in his group, he will have to face another tough guy tomorrow. But Marvin is one of the best as well, so he doesn't have to hide.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter
Don't hide.
who's here.
Show up and beat him.
He can compete against anyone, and he has the possibility to win. He probably just had a bad moment right now, or Simon might be better. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
But he probably doesn't have to face Simon again. Maybe if Simon is losing the what are they called, the octal finals. tomorrow. Do we have actually octofinals? I think we do. It's called round of 16. They don't call it octofinals.
Ooh.
They call it
The round
quarterfinals,
of 16.
semifinals. Round of 16, exactly. So this is.
I just want to give a shout out to our production crew. They did an amazing job today. It's a lot of work they put into this for the past months.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Couple months.
Thank you very much to Nick and Pete and to our camera guys. I know we were not supposed to say their names because no one out there knows.
Now
who they
their
are, but
address is
but they're-
237 San Diego Drive.
Evergreen Terrace.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool. We can consider ourselves so lucky to work with them and make this happen. I mean,
When they came back to me, I was like,
look at this fantastic screen that we have. We got the XMT logo there in the back.
Look at us.
That's you. That's me, man.
yeah, and that's my brother. He designed this logo. It's a beautiful logo.
Yeah.
And yep, and right here too. If you want to buy these T-shirts, I don't know how you can, but maybe soon they will, because these are absolutely gorgeous.
They
They're
will be
so
only
soft.
$89 on the XMT website.
Yeah, right. No. We don't know how much they are going to be sold for,
Right.
but seriously, buy one.
No, I like the color actually. This is
And they're so soft.
they're really soft. Aren't
Really
they?
soft, yeah.
Let's come back to memory sports.
All right, so now we are onto the cards for Group E. We have Fujay.
Right, Group E
Kermode.
and Group F.
Yep.
So let's have a quick look at those two groups. We have Purafyev and Katie both head-to-head 7 wins, both of them. By the way, is there already now the new match from Katie that she was missing earlier before the
Yeah, I
before
think they
lunch?
did it.
They did that.
They did.
All right.
I think that's the one she did not do well at.
So
Might have
basically,
caught her off guard.
yeah, basically what it looks like is that they already did 9 out of 15 matches. That leaves them 6 matches in Group E, and that's 6 times 3. That's 18. So there's still a possibility that Melanie and Wessel are winning, but they have only one more chance, and this is they need to win every single match from now on. If they lose one more match,
Yep.
they will be out, and Purafyev and Katie both will qualify immediately to the
Now-
next round. But 24,
I'm looking at.
well, maybe, yeah. I mean, immediately.
Here we go.
The last remaining thing that would stop them would be the accuracy. But even in that,
I'm rooting for Old Man Rivers.
Purafyev and Katie are in the lead.
I'm rooting for Old Man Rivers, Marlowe Knight. You know, if he wins this, he's 5-5, and he has a chance. He has 15 points.
Right.
He's 48. Let's root for this guy. Come on.
Marlo is really impressive
Yeah,
because
he's
he
doing
is
well.
also really much in love with memory sports, and he practices
Yeah.
very regular, and he's going around the world, and he goes to different championships, and he's very active in the memory scene, and he's just very impressive. I mean, 48 at that age, normally you probably don't bother with a competitive
No.
sport anymore, right? And now here we are in memory sports, and you can do that easily in your spare time.
Yeah.
You come home after a long day of work, and you sit down and you memorize a little bit for 20 minutes, and you're still doing a really good job for your brain.
And it's
And you
strengthens your
keep
brain.
yourself
and-
competitive at a really high level,
Exactly.
right?
I think after this tournament, I am going to start training. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And you might be my coach.
Memorysports.com. You can
Yeah.
come to my website, and I can show you everything you need. I have
He's
really
got all
cool
these
training
interviews.
material.
He's got videos, everything on his website.
Most importantly, I have the really cool training material. But let us concentrate here on
the
what Pooji and Katie are doing. Our two top competitors in Group E.
But look at Johan at 24.74 seconds at table 4. That's incredible.
It's his specialty, the cars.
Oh, it is?
It's his best discipline, certainly.
It better be
And-
because he's 2-7 right now.
Yeah, he needs
He needs
that.
to step it up.
He absolutely needs that. So, but on the other hand, Marlo doesn't really want to lose either. He's on rank 3 right now, so it's
Yep.
kind
There's
of a
Christian
But look at this.
and
Pooji
Johannes.
is nearly done. He is nearly done with his 42 seconds, and
Look
that
at
will,
this.
That will.
52 cards and 42.74 seconds.
Oh yeah, he's done.
He's done.
He's done. Katie has
Katie
no
is
chance.
down again.
That puts Poogie in the lead, and then
Poogie.
that's soft Jesus. All right.
You speak two languages, so you're pretty cool.
I prefer the original name. That's so much easier. Purafyev. Porafiev.
That's kind of like
Pretty cool.
Russian to me.
Well, like,
Porafiev.
Mongolia
Mongolia
is
very...
hugely surrounded partly by Russia, and the other side would be China there. So
That makes a little sense. Just a little bit.
you know the Mongols are so impressive throughout history, and now they're coming back. This is really cool. I love the Mongolian team. By the way, do you say Mongol or Mongolian?
Mongolian.
Why do people also say the Mongols, when they talk about the Mongol hordes that raided Europe in...
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Neither.
Mongols? Are you sure is it Mongols? It's Mongols?
So Mongolian is incorrect?
Is No. Both?
But both is right. We get 2 thumbs up
Yes.
from our tech guy in the
amazing
background
Director
who
and
studied the history of it.
Mongolia.
Exactly. All right.
We're all related to someone
so
from
let us,
Mongolia.
Let us see. I mean, okay, this is pretty much done here with Katie and Porafiev. So let us switch to something more exciting. Maybe what's going on with Johan and Marlow, which would be
Table 4.
Table 4. None of our cameras are in the moment pointed at them.
Look at that beautiful thing up at the right corner, extremememorychallenge.com.
Right. Right now we see Christian and Johannes.
Do it after the tournament.
Johannes did the cards in 60 seconds. Has 42 cards correct. Both of them are struggling there. And there with the camera is switching to Marlow and Johan. They have 50 more seconds. Johan
There's
is in the
Katie.
lead. None of them has done a mistake yet, and it looks very much like Johan will be able to. He has at least a good chance to
we
put in
wanna
the cards there in the last seconds. Marlow will struggle. I mean, that's only
Johan
30
with 46
seconds.
now.
Marlow
You get
did a
to
mistake.
52.
Marlow did a mistake now that looks troublesome. He has 30 more seconds and still a lot of
47,
cards.
48 for Johan. Is he going to get perfection?
So, Johan just put in the card 6 and 5 there. He has 4 more cards to put in. Even if you would guess, he has a kind of a not the worst chances.
No. Oh. He just got 50.
Okay,
It's 5 seconds left.
2 more cards, 5 seconds. He will probably guess.
Oh, he just mixed it up.
Too bad, but nevertheless, he wins the match. He wins the match.
Yeah, he wins the match. What's the record for cards? Let's see.
19.9 something.
Yep,
that
by Alex
were
Mullen.
just been done by Alex earlier this morning.
It was Simon in 23.34. He just blew it out.
19.7, yeah. So every one of you guys out there, when you missed the matches in the morning, you can go on xmtlive.com and you can see all the matches that have been done before. You can go on, you click on matches, you will see the entire list of all the matches that have been done, and you can click on the view button and you will see the result, not just the result, but exactly what they memorized and where they made the mistakes.
And there's Nelson Dulles, the founder, right there. All happy and cheerful. There's
Right.
his fiancée.
And they're marrying at my birthday, the October 8th. pretty cool.
At Oktoberfest in Germany.
Yeah, I don't like that
No.
one. I always told myself on my gravestone there will be an inscription. He was never at the Oktoberfest.
Why?
Well, because it's all about getting drunk with huge cups of beer and
What's wrong with
and
that?
they're totally overpriced and I don't know. I don't like it. It's a
tradition.
it's a tradition, but not every tradition.
It's a
is
lovely
cool.
tradition by you guys. Let's go back to the groups and see who was in the lead.
It's also a tradition for a German to go to Mallorca and put their their towels. They put their towels on a bench on the beach, and that means the bench is reserved for them and for the rest of the day.
Well, that's what we do.
But that's really.
Yes, we do that.
And
I have a pool at my place. I put my
people
towel up
are disliking us for this behavior.
No,
I never
I do
did
that. I go up at like 4 a.m. Okay.
You could be a good German,
I could be a good German.
right?
So back to the groups. So
Yeah, we have the
A-
same groups again. We have Group E and Group F again. Porafiev versus Katie.
But the most
Melanie versus
points
Vessel.
right now is Johannes Zu, Simon Reinhardt, and Lance
Right.
Schurhart. And
that was actually very interesting. When we just saw that Johan won the game because that gave him the crucial 3 points that he needed to now come closer to Marlo, who has 12 points. And when we look at that, the last group here, Group F,
Yep.
Johan has really good chances now to actually make it because Marlo has 12 points and
got the best
Christian
record
has
too.
12 points. Johan even has the chances to
One
get
loss.
on place 2 in his group.
Yep, he only has one
so
loss.
that's super exciting.
You can see the stuff
course-
right here. Oh no, it's over here. There we go.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to be like a meteorologist.
All right.
And
And here we see the clouds.
So right
coming
here,
in.
we see down here, we see Johannes. He is 9-1, and he's got the best record. Pretty
Right.
incredible stuff.
Yeah, it's always so difficult to really make up my mind who I am for because of course all these guys are.
I'm for
I know
everyone.
them. I know them for so long, and they're all my friends and associates somehow.
And
But
you-
I'm always for the underdog somehow. So in this case,
Everett?
I'm really hoping that Johan
No,
will
Everett
be
Joe.
able. Average Joe.
Everett Chu.
I understood average Joe.
No. Everett Chu. He's 6-5. He has 18 points. He's
Sure.
only 6 away from the lead in
True.
Group D.
But he does-
15 years old. Come
But
on.
he in this case is not an underdog. He's already at spot 3.
No, I
Shakir
know.
doesn't have a
That's kind of
chance
an underdog.
to come up to him anymore. That's true. He's only third in his group, but it looks like, as you can see from the color indication,
How's Shujir done in the past?
he's pretty new. He's a newcomer to the Mongol team, and
Now, when you say Mongol, like, are they coming together in like a?
yeah, actually they are in memory sports pretty much next to the Chinese, who
Yeah.
are really coming as a team. They have
Wow.
one coach. They actually that's an entire story. What's going on in Mongolia with a memory school of Katna, who's their coach. He is being so successful that he's become one of the richest people in Mongolia within 6 years.
Why don't you move there?
Well, I'm having other plans, my friend.
Oh.
All right. So, but he's really successful, and he even made it possible that his calculating techniques that he didn't come up with, but he adopted them from India and Japan and China, that they have been put into the curriculum of the Mongol education system. So it's super successful, and that's fantastic, and that's actually exactly what we are striving for all around the world. We want to bring memory techniques into school, into primary school. You mentioned into university, where it's of course also super helpful. But if you learn this as a young child, you will benefit from it much more than when you learn it 10 years later, where you
True.
still will benefit from it, of course. But the younger, the better, because then the brain has much more time to adjust it.
And
to.
also people that are in their 60s and above. It's great too to start them.
There, it is
that can strengthen your brain.
It's especially important because
Yeah.
when you keep your brain active as a senior, then you will be able to slow down neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer, multiple
Yeah.
sclerosis, Parkinson. So far, you cannot really beat it if
What
you
if
have
that was
it.
like a mandatory thing right after you retire? You have to do a year of memory sports.
Would probably be good for the health
Yeah,
system,
that's what I'm saying,
but
yeah.
I'm always a little bit
Forcing.
skeptical when people force other people to do whatever. Yeah,
It's true.
but you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be some really beneficial programs that maybe not are mandatory, but
Yeah.
sold very in a nice way.
Look at this.
Right.
You have Fujay. So he just won at table 1 in 29.7 seconds.
Beating Katie again 2 times in a
Katie,
row.
no, I think she's lost 4 times in a row since the break.
But I mean, on the other hand,
She's still got a winning
honestly,
record.
maybe that's her strategy.
Yeah.
I doubt
Lose.
it. I doubt it because when we look at what she's doing, she's actually doing really, really good. On the other hand, she memorized now the digits in 60 seconds, probably because she saw that there was the blue border, which signifies that the opponent
Oh,
has just been stopped memorizing.
but let's go to table 4. Because it's a very close match. So it's
Exactly.
30 seconds.
Let us go to table 4 with Marlo against Johan.
This could be a major upset.
This is incredibly important for Johan to win, but at the moment he's 4 digits behind Marlo. Marlo squeezed in several mistakes there. Maybe Johan will be able to...
Isn't this Johan's specialty?
No,
Numbers?
his specialty are the cards. So it doesn't really look good. He only has 10 seconds left to find 4 more digits here.
Oh, look at him.
Kind
He's
of
stressed.
looks like a loss. Now he's just typing something in. Oh, he hit the digit actually. He hit the digit probably by guessing, but it wasn't good
and
enough.
Marlo wins.
He lost that, and that puts Marlo in a really good position. Marlo is now going into second position in Group F. No, it's not true. Hadn't been updated yet, and we hadn't
he
had a
will
look
be
at.
going into second.
Well, we didn't look at Christian.
Well,
Christian
Christian
also
won
was.
too, so
Christian
they'll be
also
tied.
won. So both of
15
them
points.
got 3 more points, which is incredibly painful for Johan because that puts him 6 points
I feel bad for Vessel.
behind Marlo and Christian.
Vessel's really struggling today. He could have used that win.
Vessel is pretty much out of the game. He did 11 matches, so he's 4 more. That makes 4 times 3. That's 12 points. If we add that to his 6, he would be at 18.
Yep.
Well, it still would be not too shabby.
It looks like Johnny
With 18,
Vessel.
with 18 he can make it. But
Yeah.
then he must win. Well, he doesn't need to win every match. He could actually do 15, but then his accuracy wouldn't be good enough to beat the other guys with 15 points. So he must win every single match to get 18 points.
He could do it.
He can
It
do
could
it,
be
sure.
a miracle.
We have seen these kinds of miracles last year before when for example, I mean, we're a different class of athletes. Johannes Marlo was I think he was like 4 matches behind was it the semifinals? And he all of a sudden he won, surpassed, won, made it. Yeah, so that was really crazy. All right.
And we're back.
So yeah, we are back on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Here we
How are
are,
you,
beautiful
everyone?
faces. My name is still written incorrectly with the accent grave instead of the accent aigu. Yeah, that's a
They're pointing to it too. My name is written correctly.
Wait a second.
You can go to my Facebook page. You can like me. You can check me out. I'm going to post some incredible
find
things
it.
on there. I'm pretty talented. So is this guy.
What are you talking about?
This is a very exciting tournament. This is going to be a sport which is going to go on the rise. It's going to keep going up. Prizes are going to keep getting bigger. And it's good for your health.
It's absolutely good
Yeah.
for your health, and it's so fun. It is so much fun. It looks from the outside always like, why should anyone do that? Sit
Yeah.
down and memorize digits.
And you can go to Vegas and win. I'm just kidding.
But
you
it's
could.
so fun. I mean, let's have a quick look at how this works. Actually, I think we can. I prepared a couple of images. Let me put them. Let me find them somewhere here on my hard drive, and I will tell as soon as I found them.
We have Vessel coming in.
Vessel,
Hello,
we were
sir.
just talking about you. Let's.
We were talking about
skip
your-
my infographics here
Let's grab
and
your-
let's invite you. Do we have another chair? There's not a single other man
You go it.
or woman here in the
Vessel
room
will
with
be
us.
right back.
It's actually quite funny. You guys out there cannot see that, but we are alone in a huge room right now. Right, aren't we?
No,
Is
we're
there
not. He's
somewhere
a
behind us?
liar. Hey, everyone, go to extremememorychallenge.com. Please go there. Click on the site. Take the test. Do the memory challenge. See if you are an incredible human being. But you can still be average and be amazing.
Exactly. When you are
Yep.
average, then there are many great memory coaches out there who can help you with that.
Like you, Florin.
Like me or some of the others who were here at the
I could
at the
coach you, but
championship.
incorrectly.
Do you want me in the middle?
Yeah, come in the middle. Come in the middle.
come in
so
the middle, you
we
two.
can both cuddle with you there. Oh, that's a really cool chair.
I'll
that you got
need
there.
some.
This is
cuddling.
our one
Yes.
athlete from the Netherlands.
Yes, exactly. And we
Look
have-
at this hair right here. This is nice hair. I like it. He looks good.
So Vessel, what's going on there? We were just
Don't,
looking
no,
at
no,
your-
no, don't look at, don't look
Yeah,
at
don't
my
look at the-
scores.
come on, let's-
That's painful. That's painful.
Well, we just calculated that you still have a chance technically when you win all the other matches that you have. Then you would have 18 points. And with 18 points, you do have a realistic
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll do it.
chance to
I'll do
get
it. I'll do
third.
it.
No, seriously, will you do it for us?
No, I can't.
Why not? Have you given up or?
No, but I mean, there's no chance that I'll win all of my next
Why
matches.
not? You should intimidate them.
I mean, how many-
Actually, Budivyev did that with me right before images.
Yeah.
He asked me like, "Oh, what's your personal best?" And then I told him like, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell you." And then he said like, "Oh, I got 14 seconds," which is ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
But
Right.
because of that, I like did it a little bit faster than I usually would
So
do.
you said people don't trash talk or get in
Yeah,
their head, but
like a
people
tiny
do.
bit.
It's a little thing that
It's
And
gets
I
true.
mean, and on that run, I only switched the last 2 images.
Ooh, by the way, let's
no.
look at this. Group
You
E,
almost won a
your
couple.
group vessel
So
in your group,
close.
Purev already made it to the finals.
Yeah.
With the 27 points that he got there, he is the second one now in the entire field of the XMT today, after Lance, who made it to the finals. That puts you actually in an interesting position because what we have seen so far about the strategies of the competitors when they are qualified, they will try to break records and that will of course put them in a position where they make mistakes, right? So you can,
I'm not
you
sure-
can probably benefit from that because
I think I only have words against him left.
well, it doesn't matter exactly what you have against him because in all the remaining matches
it's
he
true.
might just go for as much as he can.
Another thing is we
I
don't
would
know
do
his
so when I would
age.
be in his shoes. I would just go for as much as possible to
Yeah.
try to get the $2,000 for the daily best. And
yeah,
he has
although he knows he's not gonna get like 50 words in under 55 seconds, so
probably, but on the other hand, he might just play around. Who knows?
yeah, it might.
But also, we
Um,
don't know his age, which is very worrisome. So he, you know,
Do you know his age?
No, I've no idea.
But
should ask
he's
him.
a junior, isn't he?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think I'm pretty
focus,
sure he won at least up until now he was winning one junior championship after another. So I'm not sure if he's already turned 18 or will turn 18 this year. But
Why are you
I
trying to
kind
hurt
of
him?
I don't know what is your age?
he's 21.
I'm 21.
Well, that's not really much of a difference.
No, it's
Well,
not.
like
And he's
in
a-
memory, it's quite a difference actually, because you can see that the real young people like Jan Hendrik, Anna Rilke, Everett Chu, they're doing so well, and some of them without that much training, and most of them with a totally different system, which is everyone places just one image per Loki, while
Right.
older people always do 2 or even more.
Right.
And I mean, 15-year-olds do definitely have an edge over 20.
Because they don't have that
So you,
much
so,
stress
so
either.
you think being younger even makes a difference in memory sport? Because so far we were discussing this, and we had the opinion that they might have a little advantage, but you still, even if you're older, even if you're a senior, 60 years and older, you might have a chance to beat the hell out of these young athletes. Do you think that's incorrect?
I think that with the same training and the same strategies and such, the young people would almost always win.
Guys, so we're in the images,
Oh.
and look at Lance's time, 13.47 seconds.
Yeah, but Boris also has a record right
Yeah.
now. Because if Lance doesn't get it, Boris has it.
That's
and
incredible.
if Boris and Lance don't get it, Clay has it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have
This is amazing.
they have all really incredible
Yeah,
times
let's go to
here.
table 4. That's a huge
Exactly.
one. Right there.
Let's switch to Lance and Clay here because that's burning. What's
Both
going
of
on
them
there?
can win $2,000 right now.
So right now, none of our cameras is directed at that
But
table. So one of the cameras has to
These
switch
two,
over.
like the last, like the errors Lance
Yeah.
and Clay made at the last part, those are going to be really tricky to take out because usually you don't memorize those. You just like say like bird, flower, girl, whatever, and then in the time span between you click enter and you start recalling, you might switch them around.
But look at that.
Yeah, but
These
I don't
ones
think
you're
he's
thinking
gonna.
are-
I don't think he's gonna switch them. Like, if he's
Switch
lucky, he'll switch them.
Switch them.
but-
All right, camera action, please. Yes, there we go.
USA.
Camera switching on Lance and Clay here now. So here we see Lance,
he sees that.
Come on, hairy
and
man.
he has 28. He didn't get
He's
it quite
15
so.
seconds.
Are you ever gonna grow the
And-
beard too? Because you have the same hair.
I don't think I can grow that beard. It's insane.
Yeah,
No,
that is
but I
insane.
don't agree. He doesn't have the same.
No, he
hair because
switched out.
it's like
He switched out one
four-
of his images.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's
Yeah.
wrong anyway.
It's wrong anyway. Exactly.
He
And
still
it was
wins.
It was the wrong one that he.
Oh.
But Boris got it.
Boris got it. Is that a
Boris
new? Is that a new record?
I don't think it's a
14.75.
record, but it's
Let's have a
for
look.
the
Let's have a look at the
$2,000,
record. 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he gets $2,000.
He has a record.
which
Yeah,
is
it's
neat.
it's at least the best
Yeah, this is the
from
one.
this year's XMT
Oh,
so
yeah.
far. So congratulations to Boris there. We didn't now we forced the cameraman to go to Lance and Clay, but it was actually Boris taking the
But
points.
how would we know? We're not.
Oh, that means that a lot more people have.
Now we didn't hear Boris. Look at him. Look at Boris there. He is
Look at her with
so
her
happy.
newspaper.
We didn't
And
really
then-
hear his outbursts. I'm sure he produced
He's always
some sound
super
there.
loud. He's always super
Yeah.
loud.
I
It's-
like having Vessel here. This is-
if you're on the opposite of Boris, then
Yeah.
and he wins, he'll just like mentally destroy you. He'll just rub it in, and be like, yeah.
No.
And you'll be
So
like,
this
"No."
might also be some kind of strategy against his opponents.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I
I think-
think it's just a weird grunt he does.
Yeah, it's more than just a grunt though. It's
Right.
like a full-on shout.
But it's so funny because he knows that it's being watched because people like that about him, but it doesn't. It's not like he's doing that on purpose because you can't really do that
Yeah.
on purpose and look sincere.
Look cool.
I mean, I do it too. If I
You
just
do?
won $2,000, yeah. But I mean, like right now, I'm way behind, so I'm not gonna shout if I
You
win
never
one match.
know, Vessel. You never
Why,
know.
No,
why
but-
not? Honestly,
come
when you win the next match, that
Which one?
That I don't know. The next match you have that would put you back on track to get actually to.
It wouldn't.
Well, with the way you talk
No,
right
everyone keeps saying this. Everyone who I talk to about the memory thing, they say like, "Oh, you gotta keep a positive attitude." But I know that there's a certain point where I can't really qualify anymore. Like, yeah, technically it's possible, but it's the same with.
So what are you gonna do? after
I'm
this?
just gonna
Relax?
I'm gonna try and break some personal bests.
That's
and then,
right.
Then.
now.
just-
I honestly, I believe in a universe when you are concentrating enough on your goals, everything is going to happen, even if it's like the unrealistic outcome in the world, and it's not the
Yeah.
most unrealistic outcome here. So
Yeah, because
when
other
you-
people would specifically have to lose for me to go through the next round. Like, if Marlo
it's-
and Jan Hendrik win even one game, then I can't go to the next round. So it's gonna. No,
That's true.
No,
That's true.
I'm
You
not
are-
gonna go through the next round.
you're kind of
It's
depending
fine.
on-
Stop
It's
it.
fine. No, because
So,
like if I still believe that I'm gonna go through the next round, then it's even more disappointing if I don't.
So you want to stay with us here then instead? I mean,
At least you
I would like
you're a really
to-
cool guy
At least you don't have the worst
to
record.
beef
right
up
now.
our.
I don't have the worst record, which is a huge relief.
Yeah.
And I also didn't lose all of my matches, which is also a huge relief. But I would really like to go for like
We have
four wins or something.
we have two more. We have two more quali.
And you have a better recall.
How do you
and
say
choose
qualifies?
No, I have a
Qualifies?
horrible.
You're
No,
s-
I'm the worst.
No, she
Oh, she here has
Yeah,
even worse.
What's the noun for a person who qualified?
the no,
A noun. The qualify, the like the signee,
qualifier.
the qualifier. All right. Anyhow, we have Johannes.
Thank you.
We have Johannes being qualified for the finals tomorrow, and we have
Oh my God,
Boris
is he
Conrad
sweaty right
qualified.
now or what?
Oh yes,
Look
look
at
at
him.
look at Alex. He looks
Wow.
stressed
He's,
out.
he's
Yeah,
shining.
he is.
Although he's
Yeah,
doing a good
because,
job. He's on
I
position
mean,
number
even
one.
though Everett has
Yeah.
only been 15 for a single day,
Yeah.
like
Look at him.
he's
Look at how
tough.
happy he is.
He is tough.
Yeah, Everett really looks like he wants to dive into his computer out of fun.
Everyone does that. You can see Alex as well. Everyone just tries to get as close as possible to get as little outside stimulation as you can.
Two-card method by both of them.
Yeah. Which
And-
is such an insane method. Do you know how much time it takes to get like familiar with the two-card system?
No.
It takes at least a year.
16.86 seconds for
What?
Alex. This is the fastest time in the history of memory sport that I've ever seen in my entire life. This is less
I haven't even seen
Like,
a training run
dreams
that
come
fast.
true. We were just
Oh
Yeah,
my
but he better
I
get
don't
it
know.
right.
I don't have words anymore.
Yeah, he
when I
better
see
get it
that.
right though.
He doesn't look though. He looks
No.
like he's completely.
Looks like he's drenched and he's just gonna pass out.
He looks like he's losing a pound during just this 5 minutes of this event.
That'd be
Of
that'd
just
be useful.
sweating it out.
I mean, not for
That'd
him,
be
but like
useful,
yeah,
yeah.
not for him, but like for
But-
lots of people.
Everett's taking his time right now.
Not for
Yeah,
me,
because, like,
not
it
for
doesn't-
you. The two
No.
of us, that mustn't happen to us, right?
Exactly.
We're too skinny for that. So yeah, Everett took it. Everett took it safe. He was really fast though. He
That
was
is
just
extremely
slightly
fast.
behind him.
Yeah, but I think he knew that he wouldn't get.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think he wanted to do the recall of
So-
the review.
Yeah, his record, he beat it by 3 seconds.
Yeah, I really hope that Everett goes through to the next round.
I do too. He's doing a
Yeah.
lot better than when he started out at the
And
beginning.
like he's so young, and I mean it'd be so cool for him if he wins, or at least like goes.
The guy
through
that
the-
just turned
Right.
15
Yeah, I
yesterday.
mean, no, right?
He certainly is a candidate of the heart here for this entire championship. The youngest athlete. He just had his
Yeah.
birthday yesterday. He was so desperately hoping that he can win one match against
I
Alex,
know, right?
and
And then
now
he
he's
just-
doing so good.
Even with the words against Alex, I mean, I have not been as excited for my own games as for the results of his words.
Right. Honestly, I think Everett is from all 24 competitors that we have here at the XMT, the most surprising. The
Yeah.
most surprising outcome
Probably, yeah.
on what he does. People were expecting a lot somehow because
Everyone
he
was
already
expecting that he
showed
was-
Seems like a
that
prodigy.
He
Yeah, but
was
he was still
good.
seed 21. Like he
Right.
was doing good enough to compete, but
Guys?
I mean,
Yeah.
Alex might
Let's
break it.
let's
Yeah.
let's concentrate. Alex
He'll
is
get
doing
it.
good.
And
He
there's
has
2
no
minutes and
mistake.
40 seconds left.
Look at that. I mean, honestly, I want to go in the other room right now and shout and
give him a
scream and
towel,
dance
or-
or something. Honestly, I mean, I want to leave this room now.
You should. Just go.
I want to go in the other room, but
I'm sick of you.
But I must see that first. So
I'll take over.
when he puts in these remaining 4 cards now and they are green.
Yeah,
and when he puts in
it's
these
fine.
2 remaining 2 cards and they are green, I will leave this.
He will
session immediately.
seriously
I will
break
go on
the
other.
record. Oh
Here
my
we go,
God.
and he did it.
Bye,
Oh
bye
my
guys.
God.
Bye guys. I'm going in the other room.
Wow.
He
just
beats the
broke a
official
record.
record with like
His own record.
yeah, but that's I don't think that will be recognized as the official record.
Oh, this
on
one? The
XMT.
19.7?
But the official record is still like 20 point something, so technically he
Yep.
breaks the world record with
It was
4
Simon.
seconds today.
23.34 in 2015, and now he just crushed it.
Oh my God.
Crushed it.
But this is such a ridiculous score.
I think he sold his soul to the
I mean,
devil.
Everett is taking off his headphones. He's like, never mind. I know I can't win this.
Yeah, but look at him. He's still finished.
Yeah, he did. I
Yeah.
mean, that's still an amazing score. A deck
Yeah.
of cards in 60 seconds. That's insane. And now Alex is gonna like sweat it out even more.
So we're correcting this. Mongols are a tribe who could come from a variety of countries. Mongolian describes a country. Thank you.
I'm actually gonna take over. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
take
sit
over.
here.
You can eat his cookie too.
No, I won't do that too.
So there's a minute left in the recall.
yeah, but he
and
ain't gonna change it.
It looks like Simon won at table 1 against Johnny. Johnny only has 1 win. Sanjay just beat Marwan because of his seconds. He did it in 32 seconds. Alex just beat his own record and created a world record.
Oh, and Yenja's.
Yeah.
Ooh, Yenja's losing hard.
Yeah. So we're still on table 4 right now. Let's go to table 4.
No, she won't get it. But
Shazier
for
and
Alex, he
John-
will definitely. I think he won't change anything. But because if you get it like in 3 minutes, it
Yeah.
feels right. You
Yeah,
know,
he's
like
so
this
nervous.
works. Yeah, of course he's so nervous. This is something he's been working on for years.
Yeah.
Like for hours and hours and hours.
How long do you train a day?
Right before a competition, like in the last month.
Yeah, last
at
month.
least an hour a day. I try. Like on average, about an hour.
So
probably.
that, like, to a fan out there, it actually sounds like we could do this.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
definitely do it. It's just training. Oh wait, Alex is gonna probably
Here
freak
we
out.
go.
As he should. As he should.
Wow, the world record, and he crushed it. 16.82 seconds. Look at Everett. He's happy for him, too.
Yeah.
That
Everett
is
is mostly
beautiful.
just disappointed that he didn't get another point on.
Look at Florian. He's so happy. He's like, I need to take a picture with you. Come on, for my website.
Wow, that's
Look at
an
everyone. That's
insane
incredible.
score. It will take a while before someone else breaks this record. Like, there's a big chance that Alex himself will break this
Will break it next
within the within the reasonable future, but
Or the next
foreseeable
couple
future.
days.
He might actually he might break it in the next couple days, but someone else it will take a while.
Look at him. Look at him. Incredible. Would you be happy just winning this, and then let's say you don't do anything else the rest of the...
Dude, I would go 14-1 with like
Yeah.
horrible scores, like horrible scores if I get one of those scores. Because then I just go home and be like, yep, world record, did it.
Done. Now, does that go on the Guinness world record? Should.
I don't think
What
so.
is that right there on the right corner? Let's say, where should we go to?
Oh, extremememorychallenge.com.
Yes, we should. Test your brain. Go, do the challenge.
And in a year, you can be just as excited as Alex Mullen
Or
to
Vessel.
memorize a deck of cards in 16 seconds.
There we go. Let's take our time to applaud him.
Oh man, that's an insane score.
Look at Nelson. He's getting it right now.
I mean, like top people who are
Yeah.
good get within the minutes. Like if you do under 40 seconds, you're really good. Like everyone's like, okay, you're gonna do under 40 seconds. And he takes like even less than half that time.
I can't believe that.
If you take the top
How
10, it's
quickly
probably, I know, right? He just presses as fast as possible.
What? How does he do it? Is it so? It's you use the numbers and the letters. I don't know how to.
He does. I think he uses he uses a 2-card system. So
Okay.
every 2 cards from
Yep.
one image. So they're like a total of 2,714 images. Something.
And look, you're back on. This is Vessel. It's not Florian.
Florian left. He wanted to be where
Yep.
the party is, and
And we're just gonna stick with Vessel the rest of the day.
I think I
gonna
should do
call
some
your
more
name.
matches though.
You should. When's your next match?
I've no. Oh, it might be in like. I don't know. Are they gonna do another match? Otherwise, it's right now. You know what? I think I should go back, beat the crap out of
Beat the crap out of everyone. Let's do this,
all of the other people, and then still go to the top 16.
sir.
All right.
Here we
thank
go.
you. I'll send Florian back to you.
No, I like this. I'm the king of my domain. So right now I'm going to go through the groups and check the rankings. So in Group A, Johannes is clearly in the lead. He has a 9-3 record, 27 points. His recall's 92.7. CC is in second place. And then in Group C, Simon's in first place, 10-2 with 30 points. He's tied with the most points with Lance. And Lance is in Group B at 10-2, and Boris is. He could still take the lead. You never know. He has 24 points. He's 8-4. There's still 3 events left. Group D, we have Alex Mullen, who just broke his own record and just created another world record. And Janja is 6 points behind him, but Alex Mullen's recall is 90.58. And in Group E, we have Fujay, who's 9-2 with 27 points. And look at that recall, 94.67, the best recall at its entire tournament right now. And then Group F, Johannes Zu at 9-2, 27 points, recalls at 93.54. But I just want to talk about Everett Chu again. Just incredible guy. He started out 0-3, now he's 6-6. He's only 9 points behind. So if he wins the next 3 events, he could get in the lead. Oh, here is the
Look
world
who's
record
coming.
champion.
Look who's
He's a
coming.
world memory champion, and he just created a world memory record.
Here comes the world memory champion. Exactly. With something that I just told him that will not be
Come here.
broken for a while, I guess. I mean, we never know, but this really is outrageously fast. He just had a 20.44 world record in speed cards a few months ago. And then you started to break that at the qualification for the first time, which wasn't really anything official. And then you went to the USA Memory Championship, and you broke it with, what was that?
18.6.
18.65,
6.5, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And now this, what is that? Let's have a look at this one more time here.
How do you do it so quickly?
Wow.
The heck?
Just practice.
Honestly, my heart
God.
is pumping right now.
I think he's more excited than you are.
I mean, honestly, most of that recall time, I was really worried about these 2 cards.
Yeah, I
right
saw
there.
that at the end. You were
The
going back and forth.
5 of hearts, 3 of clubs, because this is probably not going to make sense, but so that image for me is Liz Lemon from 30 Rock,
Yep.
you know? And in my head, I usually read like the last 3 or 4 just like quickly, just read them to myself without even picturing it right. And I read Lemon because it doesn't, the way I encode it isn't quite like Liz Lemon, so I read it sort of as Lemon.
Right.
And but then I thought I might have accidentally misread it. No, okay. Let me back up for a second. So I thought when I said it to myself, I said lemon. I thought that it was an actual lemon, which is another one of my images. And then so I thought I might have misread like my actual lemon as what would.
Oh,
be
you got
something
another
slightly
lemon
different.
there as well. So
I've got Liz lemon and I've got a lemon.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
And they have different pairs, and I read lemon, and I thought it was the lemon, and I thought I might have misread it because if it was the reverse, I'm getting way off track here. But
No.
if it was the reverse, for me, it's like this stage spotlight,
right.
and I thought there was a chance I might have maybe it was the stage spotlight, and I accidentally misread it as lemon instead of limelight, which is actually how I encode it.
So what,
But I stuck with lemon.
So-
and I got lucky.
you trusted your instinct or your rational analyzing?
Because I knew that there was a chance that I just misread it, but I also know that there's a decent chance that if I read Liz Lemon, I might have just read the lemon part for some reason instead of like Lil Lemon,
How
which is actually how
close?
I encode it.
How close were you to switching it?
I'd say it was like I was about like 75% sure this was right,
Wow,
But-
that's
but not yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is
We were
this
like,
is
don't change
incredible.
it, don't change.
This is incredible. I mean,
But so I mean the entire recall I wasn't really thinking to myself like, yes, I got it. I was so worried that I'd made
Look
a
at that! Look at
mistake.
that right now. Alex Mullen, new world record speed card.
this is completely. This is really cool. I mean, when I started with memory techniques, world record was, I think I saw Ben Pridmore breaking it with 33 seconds
Wow.
something, and before that it was even slower than that,
you cut off
35
16
seconds.
seconds.
That is half of it. That is half of it, and by then it was completely. That was completely crazy, and then seeing how it goes down, how it goes for the first time under 30 seconds, how it goes for the first time with Simon's world record under 25 seconds was 24.9 something. I think the video is still online. He did that in 2009 at the South German Memory Championship, and then later he broke that a little bit, and then finally he went down to 21 point something.
It was 21.19 I think or something like that for a while.
Right.
And then like that was the mark sort of I was chasing for a long time.
All right,
That
20,
was-
24 was Ben. It wasn't Simon. Ben was 24. He was the first one under
Simon
25
was
seconds.
23.
And Simon was
think he did
21 actually,
21?
21 point something. Then he broke that slightly.
Yep.
I think he did 23 and then he did, or maybe that was after he already broken the 21 but he did 21.9 and then he did 21.19
Right.
and I think and then he obviously went to 20.44 after
24.4 exactly. And
then
now you were
that's what
like
it's been.
throwing that in his face over and over and over again within the shortest time.
I mean that's still the WMSC record.
Did
What-
your wife
but-
message you, or did you message your wife?
I came right here. I looked.
Yeah, I didn't give him any chance. I just pulled at him basically. Come on, we need to go to the live stream.
Yeah, I saw you run over.
All right, before you leave us again to get some rest and breath
Yeah,
back.
I could use
Go
that.
to the next event.
Just, I mean, honestly, everyone in the world is already asking you about your card system before that, but now since you did this incredibly thing there, I don't even know how I must call this. We need to find a good name for that. The Mullen or
The
something.
Mullen.
Do you think it's the system or it's you, or both?
I think it's mostly the system. I think it's partly me in the sense that cards is my favorite event, so I sort of train that, to the detriment of a lot of my other events. But I definitely, I used to use a PAO system, a one card PAO,
Right.
You're in first place.
and I was basically like, hitting around like 40, or I sort of plateaued around like upper 30s. And yeah, definitely once I changed systems, it just, everything was different. You know what I mean? Like I doubt that I would be able to do this time using the same system.
And when you
that I was
when you
before.
compare this, what you do there with this mixture of Johannes Marlow and Lance Gerhardt's approach,
Yeah.
when you compare this to Johannes Marlow or Lance Gerhardt or Ben Pridmore, who all have these double card systems but with different codifications, do you think it's superior, or it's just how you handle that particular approach? What do you think?
I don't know. I do think my system sort of works for me pretty well. I like it because it is fewer images the large 2-card systems like Banner
Right.
Lance
You just
are
have
using.
half of the images.
Right. So I mean, initially, so there's sort of like a drawback, a negative of doing that, which is that you have to do this variable number of images per location, so you don't know how many loci your deck is going to take.
Katie just won her event at table 2 for words.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
What did she
She
do?
just broke it
Yeah,
again.
she broke
She
it
broke
again,
her own
yeah.
record.
So we
Well,
got to get her in here now.
Yeah. All
We,
right.
we, we,
With that, I will take
we,
off.
we kind of have so much going on.
Yeah,
right?
now you need to get to your next- hey,
Congratulations,
thank you.
Alex. That
Thank
was
you.
that's history today, honestly.
Thank you. All right, and I'll find Katie and send her in here.
All right, man. This is.
Wow. So Katie just beat Melanie.
I can go home now. I've
You can
seen
go?
everything now, and that's just like it's over. Memories. That was nice. That was a nice XMT.
It was
Nice to
worth
meet you
missing
all,
this
guys.
event because that was just the most amazing thing I've ever seen
Yeah,
in memory sports.
yeah.
It was incredible. And so Fujay just won. He had 42 in 60 seconds. Katie just set another record.
Right.
Johannes beat Johan 41 in 59 seconds. And at table 4, Christian just beat Marlo Knight
Wow.
38 to 36 in 60 seconds.
We missed a couple of really cool matches here. I'm sorry
did,
for
but
that, but that was
this is
history.
very
And I think
interesting.
everyone out there really appreciated that we had a quick talk with Alex here. And the speed cards are the most famous and most popular discipline of all memory sports. So
You can breathe now.
I can breathe now. Yeah. You should have seen him. He was shaking.
Yeah, no, I
His
could
hands
tell.
were shaking. His
I could
entire
tell.
body. This was exhausting as he was running the 100 meters in 5 seconds or something.
Let's see. So
And there is the old previous speed cards record holder Ben Prittmer sitting down at the table to go against Jan-Henrik Büscher again.
And
By the
remember-
way, Simon, I was just standing next to Simon in the room, and Simon used to have these records.
mind.
this is amazing.
We are
This is
completely.
incredible.
There's Nelson again with us, everyone.
16 seconds? What?
And the words
Yeah,
50,
53.
she just one more second. She's like, no, that wasn't good enough what I had before.
Yeah, let's talk about this. We
said that?
completely missed that because we were with Alex here and talking
Oh,
with him.
okay.
We didn't see anything of that. So just tell us a little bit. What was going on with Katie right now?
No, she just set another world record.
Yeah.
So she had the best score earlier. I believe it was 55 and change
Yep.
seconds.
No, 53. Well, before.
Well, it was
yeah.
55, and now she did 53.
And they both beat their own
0.61.
records today.
Yeah. So Alex had a 19-second deck, I believe, before,
Yeah.
right? And now 16, which is,
Right.
as I was saying, the fastest any person has memorized a deck of cards at a competition.
Right, exactly.
Now, for you, I know you can't compare one to the other, but what do you think's harder, words or or cards?
I think words is harder, honestly, because you have we have Katie here. I'll let her sit
There she
here
comes.
so she can explain
There she
herself.
is, yeah.
Actually, do you want to come talk a bit? Yeah.
Well, this is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. We have one world record after another. We have people breaking their own world records here
Beat your
live
own
at
record.
the XMT. Katie, look at this. There was
Just look at that.
Look at these beautiful words. You had a dragonfly there in there. That's fantastic. You had a tsunami going on. They had a paradise. Yeah, basically you nearly finished with a paradise
Very
there.
pretty.
Did you know right then and there you're like, I beat my record?
No, because there was one word, hesitate, that I was hesitating over.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that one, so
We were
Maybe,
just
but-
saying that
You had to show Alex up.
this honestly, yeah. I mean, Alex just did
no, Alex, this
break
was
this.
amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, this was how can I put this in word? What you did here, although speed cards is the most popular one, everyone loves that. But this one is so much more difficult. What you just did here, all the 50 words, all perfect. You memorized all of them, and you did that in 53.65 seconds. What's going on there?
That's so high. 53.5.
No, it's really cool. Honestly, congratulations, and you really show everyone out there that how it's being done. You really put yourself into the I don't know how you say that. There are these analogies, these milestones of memory athletes.
And you still have a chance to beat Fujay.
Oh, haven't.
You still have a chance to
No,
gain
well-
first place.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, and you
I qualified.
and you both
Yeah.
qualified in that round for the
That's
finals,
the main
didn't
thing
you?
I was-
Right, so you were now in
You have 3 more
Day
events. You
2.
can do it.
Yeah, I'm just still in shock.
Yeah, we all are. I mean,
I just, when I saw the time, I thought, wow, this is a chance. But when Simon beat my record, I was a little demoralised, and I just thought, I don't want to put pressure on myself. If it happens, it happens. But I'm going to try and qualify. And when I saw it all go green, I burst into tears. I was very happy. So I think Simon has no more words round to come. So
You did it.
we'll see
For
what
a year,
happens.
right?
We'll see
Well,
what happens. Other people
2
have
more
more
days.
words.
you're really holding up the candle here for all the female athletes. That's I mean, honestly, what do you say to all the girls out there who look at this now and think that I actually might have a shot at that?
Hey,
just
I think
do
every
it.
female in this competition is doing very well. Yes.
Exactly. And I think it's brilliant because we have this sport where we can actually do it together. We don't have to separate ourselves stupidly like in the physical sports because of differences in. Yeah, no, I don't like that. It's always like having this dividing factor in sports. You have female football and you have female athletes running, and I understand
it's
that we
great that we don't
discussed
have
this,
to do
right?
that.
It's
Yeah.
it's a physical disadvantage very often, but here that's not the case.
Yeah.
Quite the contrary. You really
And you're the
show
winner.
that because the female brain weighs less, I think, than the male brain, and a very long time males always say, yeah, that means we are smarter, we are greater, we are better, and that's absolutely not true. That has nothing to do with intelligence or what you can do with that, and especially with the words which are so difficult. It's fantastic. It's really good.
So did you
You're
see
still
that
in shock.
Simon used
Yeah.
my technique with the
No.
initial letter? I don't
No.
know if you saw that, but I was writing the initial letter of each word on the recall.
That's,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, we
that's what
saw
he's
that.
been doing.
Well, he
Yeah.
was just
He
doing that
started
for the
doing
first
Yeah,
time.
he started
Yeah,
doing it.
I think so.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
And it worked. It worked.
So you're already creating new styles and systems with what you do here today.
And that's what I was telling you at the beginning. I was like, is it good to remember the first letter in the name?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Although
and then you put it down.
Although I still think what you hinted at.
No,
is
no, that
that
was
you
me.
memorized just
No,
the first
no.
letter, and then you kind of guess from the first
He's
letter.
lying to you.
Yeah, it's great that memory sports is still so young that we're still creating systems and working out what's the best way to do things, and we're all coming up with ideas. We like sharing our ideas, and that's what's really great.
Now look at this right here, table 3. Lance sitting Indian style again. That's his style.
Oh yeah.
Both these guys have a style. One screams, other one sits Indian style.
Watching these two, this is
Yeah,
like
this-
the
they're
most
incredible.
exciting. Yeah.
And both of them have already been qualified for the final day, so they just give everything there.
Still want to do their best.
Right.
Let's see. So Boris, he's 8-4, and Lance is 10-2. Their recall's very, very similar. Boris actually has a better recall than Lance. Wow.
Right. Well, it's getting silent now. I really feel like everything is set for the rest
Yeah.
of the day.
Well, just relax.
That was so crazy already with Alex, and right where the next big thing comes in.
So
I
you're
think
going to stick with that method?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like it.
I think I'm going to apply some of these things I do in Word to other
Right.
events now, like
Yeah.
the fixed person in the location. I'm going to do that in cards and numbers. So,
It's incredible.
Are you using your memory techniques for learning somehow?
learning outside.
Anything that you
Um,
want to keep for the rest of your life?
I would like to, but time is so limited that it's only about training.
Right.
I don't have time to. I love to learn more languages and things like that, and use my memory techniques for all sorts of things. But
Because it feels always like when we see you doing these kind of things, like you must be able to memorize like 1,000 words in any kind of language in half a day, and you'd probably remember more than 90% of them. Actually, I think everyone can do that with a bit of dedication.
Yeah.
It's not really like a magic trick, but you would really fly over that, and you would go to breakfast where the other ones are at word number 10 or something.
I love learning languages, so yeah, I want to do a lot more of that.
Yeah.
We'll
Wow.
let you relax.
Right.
you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was
Congratulations.
very inspiring. Wow. And there comes Nelson again.
Jump back in.
Thank you, because I'm really out of words now.
Watching all that stuff, it makes me wish that I could compete in this thing, and
Can you
I
come
don't know.
back?
I'll find a way to come back. Words and names are like my favorite thing, but I don't know if I could do that.
You could be the MJ, own the team, and come back. and play for it.
Did he do that?
I think, but the
He
Wizards,
did know
right?
the Wizards, did he?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
Ah, okay.
Wait, no,
Sorry.
he was part owner,
Okay.
and then he all right.
He owned the Bobcats, right?
Yep, Charlotte. Yep,
Which doesn't exist.
Charlotte Hornets now.
Anyways, this
Yeah.
is not physical sports here, it's mental sports.
Right.
It's still exhausting, and
And I always think that everyone who got good at the sport and then stagnated or dropped out of the sport, they always have the chance to come back and really get to the top again. So someone like Ben Pritmo, for example, he's not really doing great here today.
He's a bit
I think
disappointed with
he's at the bottom of
Yeah.
his group, but he's still a world-class memorizer.
Yeah.
And if he really
He could come
wanted-
back. It's just a matter of
he could
Him
practice,
wanting
do
to
it
sit down
differently.
and train.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's tough, and then it's the constant cycle. I mean, you'll see Alex go through this, and Lance at some point in their
Yeah.
life is where do you find the motivation when you've been at the top for so long?
Money, maybe.
You'd be
Wait.
surprised, even when there is money. I mean,
We have
there's
30
money
seconds.
now. Why don't I try? I know that if I worked hard, I could be up there still.
Right.
Why am I not doing it?
that's exhausting, right?
Yeah.
Don't you need to take a year off, 2 years?
I don't know, but that's
Yeah.
the thing. And even
Probably-
Jonas, is Jonas going to come
probably
back?
He said so. He said he's taking a
Year or
year
two?
off, like
Yeah.
like you.
But do you think he'll? It's one of these things in sports. I
Yeah.
think it's hard to when you reach your peak.
Mhm.
It's hard to keep. You can't keep it forever. You can't. It doesn't
Well,
happen that way.
Walk
I
away
guess
the
it
right way.
depends heavily on your personality. If we look at
Yeah.
Formula One, and we look at was it Mickey Lauda? Was it Mickey Lauda?
Mickey.
Niki Lauda.
I feel like this is more
Niki
exhausting.
Lauda and what was the other guy? John Hunt.
John Hunt. Yeah.
John Hunt. We had this movie
Oh,
Rush
yeah, the
about
Rush.
them,
Oh,
and this
yeah,
and this
yeah.
dialogue. I had the same dialogue with Jonas van Essen, and actually it made quite a difference. I asked Jonas
Personal
after
records.
his first win at the World Memory Champion, "Are you John Hunt or are you Niki Lauda?"
Oh, yeah.
Because John Hunt won the Formula One
And then
World
he was
Memory
done.
Championship, and then he was done, and Niki Lauda worked and worked and worked and worked, and
Another
he won it
career.
continuously afterwards.
Yeah.
And it actually made a difference. 1 year later, Jonas came to me and said, "If you wouldn't have told me that, I would have settled." And then, yeah, it's his accomplishment, not mine. But it
It's
made a
you.
difference. It made a difference psychologically for him to continue and practice and give it another shot. And now, since he won it twice, I don't know if he's coming back or not. But
It's the weirdest. thing.
everyone
I mean,
could.
I have to say, the
No
most
matter
impressive
who.
guy right now, he just won again, is Lance.
Exactly. Let us concentrate
33
on
points.
the event here
He's
because
running away with the group now.
Yeah.
They were close, Boris and Lance, but now it's
He just beat him.
clear he's going to win
Wow.
his group.
Look at this.
right, Lance is really
Right.
he's number one position with 33 points. No one else has done that so far.
Here we go, one more
The
match
highest-
between them.
Others are sharing 30 points here. Johannes Simon, Buravia, and Johannes Schuh.
So who's doing the best here? Who has the best record? I guess Lance, at the
Lance
moment
does,
has the best record. He's played one more match than everybody.
And the
here.
best recall, I mean, that's Fujay,
Interesting.
Right.
10-2, yeah.
So it's great table we are looking at right now. It's Boris Conrad versus Lance Stroud, both of them top memory athletes. Boris was in the finals last year, and he's very talked about this, always so visual about his losses and his wins. And Lance is so completely unpredictable in his body language. Also, he's
You know, he's smiling. He's kind of showing off right now.
he feels good. That's
He
good.
does.
It's really good. I'm happy for him, but it doesn't really come as a surprise. I really think
He's gotten very comfortable with competition.
he's certainly a favorite.
Was he nervous at first?
Oh, he looked very nervous.
He's had very, he's trained crazy amounts, right?
Yeah.
Probably more than anyone.
Yeah,
And his first few competitions, he tanked. Last year
Oh.
he didn't do very well. At U.S. Championships, he's kind of bombed, even though he was
yeah.
putting up really amazing training records, scores. But now it seems like he's a little more comfortable with himself in these
Right.
situations. And this is probably the most stressful kind of competition. He's doing pretty solid.
And during the Memo Games last year, shortly
Okay.
after the XMT, he went home. during the competition, he said, sorry, but he broke one of the world records there. I think he memorized the memo cube faster than anyone else there in the field. And then he said, I gotta go, I can't do it anymore. I mean, to be honest, it was quite exhausting because the US Open and memo games, I did them a few days after the XMT, so all these guys were just basically for 4 days in a row.
Look at this.
going
Words.
crazy.
Boris goes for 46.69, which is insane. If that's going to hold,
Wow. Here we
I
go.
mean, that we should have waited before we talked
Yeah.
to Katie, because this is almost blowing it out by 10 seconds.
Here
Well,
we
let's
go.
see.
Let's see if
But
we
he
can
was-
do it.
Boris knows that he can't get past Lance, so I'm sure this is part of his reason for going so quick. So it's either he got it or he was just going for whatever he could and see if he.
And he always
Nails it.
they always start at the bottom.
Yeah, it's the last ones
Yeah.
you look at. You probably don't register them. You just kind of look at them. So you
Just throw them
write
out.
in.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, look at this, the last word that Boris screwed up. Giraffe and Affe, that's a giraffe and a monkey,
Oof.
right?
Oh yeah.
And that monkey in German, Affe, that sounds so much like Giraffe. So he just looked at it for such a short moment that he didn't even see it.
He
right.
might get it. He
He
might
would
come back to
probably
it.
not be able to fix that, and he doesn't look very confident in typing in his results. And look at Boris' entire
Johannes
skin
still had a
color
great-
turned red.
Yeah.
Johannes is 48.85 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
Let's look at that. Johannes is not really shying away here.
People know it's the end of the day. There's money at stake,
Yep.
and they want to break some records here. I love it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. They don't need to play it safe anymore.
Now, could you argue? I was thinking about this. Could you argue now that the XMT is not only a cool, interesting competition, different, but it's maybe helping push the sport, right? I mean, would you have an opportunity
from which angle push the sport?
in terms of the limits, the boundaries of what's possible, right?
I think the XMT is really good at that, but no offense, the Memo games are perfectly designed to go even higher than that because they don't. No,
That's what you're supposed to say. That's fine.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
disagree because, on the other hand,
no,
Yeah,
no.
no. I think it
because,
really is.
because I developed the Memo games after you already had the XMT, and I was
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at the XMT and I was wondering, okay, how can we avoid that someone is making one mistake and the entire time doesn't count anymore? So I wanted to take this entire element out of the disciplines and allow everyone to memorize, just go for it and completely ignore everything else. And I think
so
the
what event is that? Which one do you have in
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if that's actually true what I just said because
Okay.
because what I did is I instead of resetting the time, I give a penalty time on top of that. So you don't have to worry so much about losing everything when you have made one mistake,
I see.
because
Yeah.
you still might be competitive with that one. On the other hand, of course, if you get 15 seconds penalty time on top of your result,
1 minute left.
that's not really a cool,
Right.
super cool time
that's-
anyway.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Of course, the XMT is
Boris is struggling.
pushing this. The XMT is, in terms of the length of a discipline, also pushing that because you have 1 minute and you don't have to worry about anything when you just do 1 minute.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because you have this situation where Johannes can now go for 40 seconds for
Right.
something he normally wouldn't because he gets one shot at usually another championship.
I agree,
know?
absolutely.
And if there's money on the line, that's why they're both going for
Exactly.
50.
No, you're right.
So you can beat the
You're right.
result.
I think that in that term, XMT is way superior.
Did you hear that, everyone?
I didn't mean to
No,
say
you're
that.
right.
I
No,
mean,
it's true. It's true. I have to be realistic about this. This is because now there's absolutely no pressure on them anymore, so they can go.
5 seconds
And they have
left.
so many attempts. That's also
Looks like CC
helps too.
beat
uh,
Johannes.
If you have just 1 or 2 attempts, you
So,
have to play it
You
safe.
have to play it somewhere safe.
CC
somewhere.
beat Johannes.
There we go.
John Hendrick beat Ben. Lance beat Boris, even though Boris tried to go for the record.
Yeah.
New beat Clay.
He didn't.
32.
He didn't do so bad actually.
No.
It was 37 he got there.
not
It didn't,
bad.
it didn't look like that.
Yeah,
in the
but you
beginning.
know what?
It
We
looked
just
like
saw
he's
2 world
doing it
records,
blind.
so that doesn't impress me anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's 50 perfect or
Yeah, 50 or get out of here.
So
Alright.
how many matches are we still seeing here today? This is
So you have 15. So I think there's one.
15 left?
No.
we are at match 153 and
There's about
54.
27 left.
So we
27,
have up
okay.
until 180 today. So it's still quite a few to go. Right now it feels like it's over any second now, but it's not true. They still
And where should we go to? ExtremeMemoryChallenge.com. Do the challenge. Find out how amazing you are. How your brain works.
maybe Nelson,
You done that test?
you can tell us a little bit
You gotta
about
do
it.
I need to.
We have mentioned it.
Yeah.
He has mentioned it 100 times now today, and that's good. But maybe you can tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, sure. So we're trying to get as many people as possible. Ideally, 1 million, or sorry, I'm just looking at that tweet from my fiance over there.
She said mind blown at Extreme. Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, it's a research project that DART is doing to sponsor the competition. They're trying to get 1 million people to take this test, and the idea is the more people we have, the more of a spectrum we can get for what memory looks like in the average population. And we want to find and isolate people who have naturally good long-term memories. So basically the people that can do what we do, but remember things days later, but naturally.
How long does it take to do the
The
challenge?
challenge is it's like 5 to 10 minutes. It's super easy, and there's 2 parts to it. You do one on one day, and then we remind you the second day. You don't have to remember; we'll remind you.
Seriously, I'm gonna do it tonight.
But it's great. It's a good test to see how good you are, how close you can get to my score. I won't tell you what it is, yeah, it's for a good cause and for research.
Look at that. Look at that tweet.
I know that guy. That's your brother.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Not a billionaire.
And it is true. He is not.
He's
a billionaire. Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Well, good. I'll leave you guys to it. I'm gonna get back there and see if there'll be some other world records. What do we have coming up?
I like how the stage.
Oh, Alex has another set of cards.
Well, it's Simon now, and Simon told me that he has never done anything like that in training, like Alex did now in a competition.
Yeah.
But of course, since he was the world record holder before for such a long time, and he was like the cards guy, he wants to do something about it. He probably will not be able to do anything about it today,
No.
but
No.
I think this is really motivating him. I don't think that Simon will just give up like many others in the history of memory sports
No, I
have
don't
done
think so.
before him, and just accept the fact that someone else came and will be much better. I think Simon will get down on its button and memorize a bit more and get the training a little bit different. And
But what I thought was that people get slower numbers later in the day. They're getting even better.
Right. You see, it's almost more like they warm up in the
Yeah.
morning and they figure out where they're going to be in this competition, and then at the end they just.
but maybe it's
all
also
go for it.
part of the strategy, because in the beginning you just want to get your points. You
Right,
just want to
exactly.
you just want to play it safe in the morning, and now since the people are getting
How do
so
you move this?
yeah, this is a trackball. You need to use your thumb there.
All right, let's watch
But you
this.
can also-
I'm going to watch this match with you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Watch it.
So I want to see Alex. Let's go to Alex. Can we go to?
Yep.
See how fast he goes through his cards here. I think he's going to go crazy. Let's see. Jesus, he's almost done.
Oh my God. Come on, come on,
Come on, come on.
come on. Oh. No.
Oh, I don't know. There's a bit of delay. Let's see what he gets.
17.
17.09.
Come on, Alex.
How slow is that?
Yeah. What a disappointment.
What a
I
disappointment!
don't-
Exactly.
Oh, he's upset. 26 by
Quarter of a
Sanjay.
second slower than the record.
Yeah, look at everyone. Like, even Everett beat that old record of 33 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, a sub 30-second time now is so normal.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's sad. But amazing.
Yeah, it's still amazing. Still feels like
Marwin
superpower.
51.
It's so interesting that Simon is still going through it. I wonder, is he trying to be careful so that he wins? Does he need that win right now?
I think he does. Well, no, he's already on to the next round.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he wants to
Yeah, he doesn't
keep
really
his
need it.
distance,
Yeah.
stay on position number 1, or
So who's
I don't
your
know.
biggest surprise of the day?
I'd say Katie. I
Katie.
mean, she's always pretty solid, but she's just been winning
fire.
matches that usually she may not. She's been doing awesome. Who else? CC's doing awesome, and Lance, of course. He's like I said before, he's definitely gotten comfortable with himself in competition. I think we all knew that he was good. Just it was a question of could he do it in competition.
actually, I'm pretty surprised by Marvin because he's now at position number 3 there in his round, which is not the worst thing, but
Yeah.
doesn't really put him in a good position for tomorrow. He will have to compete against one of the top.
A winner from one
Maybe
of the
just-
groups.
Maybe he doesn't want to exhaust himself. He's going to
Maybe.
get ready for tomorrow. Here we go. Can't believe he's going to get the second best record.
The thing with Alex is he's so consistent at that speed, right?
Yeah.
That's really what's crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks like he's getting a bunch wrong, but I guarantee he's going to shift those over and they'll be correct.
right. While Simon, when we looked at his history of doing speed cards either in a
It's
competition
like
or,
a hit or
in,
miss type thing.
in a show on
Yeah.
television, every time you are never really sure about what's going to happen. Well, Alex is just getting through with that.
Yes, Simon already finished.
How did you do? Oh,
He had 52 in 56.84 seconds.
well, that one was a safe.
So,
extremely
Yeah.
safe.
so Marvin will have to compete against Alex if it stays like it is now. That will,
not
that
Which
good.
will
will be
put,
a nice
put him
rematch
into
from
a-
the World Championships. Huh?
That's exactly.
We have 2 minutes left in the recall.
So that will be intense. Actually,
Everett just beat
Yeah.
Janja.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah.
I don't know what his.
I think he's 6-6, and now he's 7-6.
Okay. So they'll be tied. Actually, what's his
Yeah.
percent recall?
Oh, it might increase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I think he might move
They're
above
close,
her.
so he might. Wow. Yenja was at the top. Remember, she was
Yeah.
undefeated for
right.
like
She was
5,
the
6
best
matches.
of all of them for 6 matches or something like that.
Yeah.
No, at 5. She was at 15 points, and then she didn't get many more
All right,
points.
Alex. You have 80 seconds left.
Can we switch to Alex's screen? Everyone
Let's go to
see?
table 3.
I moved some of those over. Let's see.
Here we go.
I'm sure he's gonna figure it out.
Yep.
I mean, this kind of system that he's using is also very beneficial of eliminating mistakes, because when you have something
Especially when
like
you-
this
yeah.
mistake that he has there, then he will have some few cards remaining that don't make sense to him.
Yeah.
So that gives him a clue that something is
Exactly.
off there, and he might be able to put it into position, although it doesn't really look like it right now.
Yeah. It looks like he's
20 seconds.
gonna be stuck with that. I guess he's better when it's a bit faster.
0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. So it looks like Schuzier just beat him.
Right.
Let's see that record. Schuzier, well, okay.
And,
3 and 10.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
So we have Simon getting another point, Marvin getting another point,
Mind
very
blown.
important for him. And Everett beating Janja.
Ooh, and they're off. She's beating him by 0.03% recall. Better than.
Oh,
But that's a close game.
still have a couple more events.
And Setsexu Surik Batar now qualified for tomorrow. As well, she already did that.
Well, she has the
Few rounds
opportunity
won.
to win her group even.
Yeah.
She's close.
She's really
One
close.
behind.
She might beat the number one in the world.
That's right.
It's always confusing to say number one in the world if you have the world memory champion, if you have the XMT champion, if you have the world rankings.
Right now, it's only the XMT.
Right. Let's forget about all this other stuff there.
We're starting over.
Yeah.
There is no world.
By the way, I was about to talk about this earlier, and then somehow we got interrupted. We have started the International Association of Memory, the IM.
Oh, yeah.
The XMT is the very
the
first memory
first-
championship that is running under the new banner
Wow.
of a democratic, free, awesome memory
Memory Association.
association. Exactly, which will,
Something that cares about the competitors.
except for instead of looting them.
Yeah.
So we will do a lot of cool stuff with that in the
Yeah,
future.
we'll be exploring your competition, this one, possibly international versions of ours.
Exactly.
Um,
Ben is already planning a new thing.
yeah.
The top secret. We haven't
He
said
has a
that.
few ideas,
Right.
which is great. So I love this idea that we can experiment with different kinds of memory competitions and try
Exactly.
to create one umbrella that tries to promote the athletes, which I think this is what the sport is
need-
all about. It's
Yeah.
not about the people who sit there with their fists under their chin.
The sarcasm in that room is so thick you can cut it. I think what's also very important to mention is that the IM is being supported by the best memory athletes in the world from all countries all over the world. They're supported by arbiters, by top arbiters from all over the world, by the organizers, by fans. This is not just something that you have in boxing where all of a sudden you have all these different organizations and everyone is doing everything. This is it.
Yep.
This is what we are doing. This is it. I'm sure we will be able to get the most out of it. Maybe joint world rankings. People were talking about this for such a long time.
Yeah.
Imagine how cool that would be. Then everyone here today would improve their rankings by
Exactly.
competing at the XMT.
Yep.
That would give the XMT so much more value than it already has as being the coolest, fastest, craziest of all of them,
Yep.
but putting them into the world
And
rankings.
then you can play any competition, and it adds or detracts from your overall world ranking.
Exactly.
That's the dream, right?
Next week we have the US Open being the first traditional one under the IM banner. Memo Games is up from now on under the IM banner. I have contacted Melek Duyar from the Memoria today,
Nice.
or was it yesterday? I did it
I'll
now.
be competing in that.
And
one.
he already responded very well that
Really?
he is looking forward to work with us and do something about memory and also mental sports. So all these big championships, they're all coming together. I was contacted from a Brazilian who wants to do a new memory championship in Brazil, which is fantastic because we don't have anything in South America, nothing.
No.
There's this one championship is kind of under the radar in Colombia, and I'm sure they're happy to
Yeah.
work with us
I've
as
heard of
well.
that
So
one.
this is really exciting.
Let's have a look here. The fastest here we have Yanja with 19.84, and this is a crucial match for those two. Let's turn to that one.
Yeah, because they're tied up right now.
Yeah. Well, Yanja's a hair
Yeah,
ahead
the recall.
of Everett.
And look at that, 19.84 seconds.
So she has the disadvantage, of course. She went really quickly, and it looks like she has a stretch that's. Let's see.
Incorrect.
I think she has the pairs correct. They're just in the wrong positions, right? If you see that. Right, you have
Yeah.
those two,
Yeah, it's
those
just those
two,
should
and
move
those.
over here.
Well, these two are. I don't know where
Yeah.
those go. So she has a
Doesn't
bit
that
of
look-
rearranging to do, but she's got the pairs right. It seems.
Yeah, but look at him, he just finished.
So when we look at
wow.
at all these number 3
And Marwin just won.
positions, none of them are safe on day 2 yet. Right?
The ones that are in yellow still. That's correct.
The ones that are yellow. Well, the number 2s are kind of secure, not really secure. When we look at Sengi and Marvin, they kind of have the same points there, and so have Janja and Everett. But nevertheless, the number 3 doesn't necessarily go into day 2. It depends. There are only 4 slots for the number 3s.
Right, it's the best threes. But I mean, you can tell, right? The green is telling you
Right.
that they for sure have
Right.
made it.
But when we look now at the number 3s, we only have 4 spots. We have Jan-Henrik Büscher, we have Marvin
right.
Melonius,
Yep.
we have Everett Cho, And we have Marlowe Knight. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 plus. Well, the blue ones are already like they don't have any chance anymore, or what is that?
No, they do. They're just at the bottom. It's just
Right. So the yellow ones are at the moment
in the top.
at have the chance to go to the finals,
That's
while
right,
the
but
blue
not
ones
secure.
don't
Yeah.
have enough points to
Exactly.
make it if
That's
the
right.
game was over now.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still there's still stuff going on. But if we look at all the light blue athletes, they are missing so many points already. Johan, Randall, Abrina, 2 points behind Marlowe. It's kind of the closest ones from all of those that are
We have a
behind.
minute. Oh,
Probably the only one who
John
might still be able
could
to
do it. She's at
She's
26.
constructing it.
Yep.
She has 2 swaps.
Yep, 2
Wow.
swaps. That's it. This could be a big win.
Where is she?
Janja really wants that.
I like either one, but Everett because he's 15.
Oh, here she goes. She knows something is wrong.
Oh no, she's really switching it. Whoa.
Let's see what she does here. Oh, she's making.
How do you do that? What they do? That they move everything to the side.
I believe it's a plus and minus.
So you click on one image, and then you click plus, and it moves to the right, and you click on minus, moves to the left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can we do that in training at home as well?
Yeah. The
No,
instructions
never tried
are
that.
on
Right,
the page too.
I never read them. Just
Here we
did
go. Look at this, table 4. Pulling out.
Go for it, Everett. Wow.
He's done. Still struggling. 10 seconds
And
left.
this
you move
kid
into
will
second.
not flinch when
Yeah, no.
he wins. He is so keeps it all together.
He really has champion qualities in any way.
Yeah, he's pretty stone cold.
Look at him. He just won.
Yep, see?
Oh no, he reacted a little bit.
Nice
That was a
little
quick
smile.
handshake.
That's amazing. Let's look at the standings now.
Yep.
And what's
Now that puts him in front of Janja.
and now Alex has
Oh.
secured his spot.
Alex is now in the finals.
And look who's tied
Finally,
up.
finally, Alex.
Simon and Lance are tied with the best score, but Lance has a better recall.
So Lance still has the best
Yep.
record
Yep.
overall. Incredible. It'll still be interesting to see him in the playoff rounds tomorrow. Even though I say
See
that
the
he's kind
pressure.
of got he's never done something like that before, right?
Wow, yeah.
He did
Yeah.
this last year, and I think he got the feel for it. So now he's good at that. But he's never gone face to face with someone and with surprise events, which
Right.
he's told me he hates and he's not very good at. So that'll be interesting to see how he does that.
Right, right.
All right, I'm gonna head back in there,
Sir,
wrap this thing
it was
up.
a pleasure.
We'll try to send some folks in for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
please send them in. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
I must say I'm very exhausted right now.
I am too.
I feel a little bit like I was memorizing all day, and
No, my head hurts. I get
It's-
migraines, and I can't look at a screen for that long.
it's amazing. Here we are.
Wow, we look exhausted. We're sweating. We're
Really?
tired. But you know what? We're fighting through this because we saw some world records, and it was incredible.
It was really
This
incredible.
is my first day ever, so
Yeah,
I'm loving it. Ba, 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 ba.
I love it even more.
Wow, you have to always beat me.
I don't
love
love
it even
I don't
more.
love it even more than you love it. I love it.
Would you wear
even
these glasses
more
during the
than-
competition?
I loved it before.
Would you wear these? These block
I'm
out.
coming. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I think I make a better
A better
Terminator
impression.
because I actually speak the language that this guy speaks.
But you're not Austrian.
Except for the muscles, I don't have them, but that's okay. I have that
He's
up
Austrian. You're German.
here. Yeah, but we speak the same language. Although his German sounds funny.
Yeah,
And,
his
and
dad-
honestly, I never understood him.
It's like
he doesn't
Spanish
speak.
people.
He doesn't speak Austrian. He speaks German.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
weird.
anyhow, let's not talk
But
about
well,
that.
it's like Spanish people. They have a little accent.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I speak now Costa Rican Spanish, which is pretty cool
Slang,
because
right?
they have so much cool slang
But
there.
it's like it's like
and they don't,
Puerto
and
Rican,
they don't have this. They don't speak like this.
No, that's people from Spain.
This is from people from Spain.
Spain. Yeah.
They don't do that.
The Argentina?
Argentina. We just confirmed we are close to 1,000 views. You tell your friends, all your friends to tune in now.
Tell your friends,
and we
tell
will
your
have-
uncles, tell your aunts, tell
we
your
will have
mothers,
a
tell your fathers.
we will have a 4-digit viewer count here. This is
And it's gonna
amazing.
get even bigger tomorrow and the next day and in the future.
Exactly. In the future, we will have 1,001.
And maybe we'll be promoting some alcohol. I'm just kidding, no.
Where are we going? Right. Let's
Drinking.
concentrate.
Yes.
I'm so unconcentrated right now. That was all too
It
much.
makes
right now.
sense. It's 4:30.
All right. Memorization starts. What do we have here? Parafia versus Melanie.
Vessel, we're rooting for Vessel right now. He is just
Yeah,
one
let's-
hell of a kid. Very nice guy. Versus Katie, who's
He's-
dominant right now.
he's really
Johannes,
funny.
who's killing it. Versus Marlo, who's not too shabby, but he's pretty good. And Johan versus Christian.
Right.
I feel like I'd be good at the names.
You know, I'm always confused why none of these athletes are using a names database. They don't prepare. They don't prepare these names. They don't say, "Oh, he's David," and David reminds them of David versus Goliath, so they can use the sling as an object symbol for David. They just look at David and they use something they came up through repetitive training. But everyone out there, honestly, if you're just starting with memory techniques, or you are already a memory athlete and you are really bad at names, think about it. Just Google the most common names from your area, maybe whether you're coming from the United States or wherever that you might be from. Just Google them. There's so many lists out there, and then you encode these names step by step into images that you pre-make, and then you memorize them. And next time you see the name, you will just think for a split second, and you have an image there, and you can immediately memorize it. None of our athletes are doing that because they were just going through the painful experience of doing it over and over and over again until they got good. So,
Christian just did your method. 59.3 seconds. He clicked right before.
right. I wouldn't call it my method. They already did that last year.
It's your
Actually,
method.
if you want to give me any method, it would be faster than 59. So something below 57 actually. Slightly below 57, maybe 53 to 57. Something in that area I think is strategically pretty secure in terms of you don't have to go super fast, but you still beat those guys who think doing 59, 58 or 57 is good enough. Because you will be slightly better in times, but you still had all the time to memorize the stuff, right? So, but not many people did that. Here, Johannes did that now. He has 52.
But look at this. So
Seconds.
we should really look at Marlo and Christian, because if Marlo wins and Christian loses, then it's going to be very close. One can move up, one can move down in the rankings.
All right.
Christian's in second place and Marlo's in third in Group F. So at table 3, Marlo is down. Let's see. Come on, Vessel. He's playing against a powerhouse right now in Katie.
Right.
Now we just wait and listen.
You know what? I think these spectators' chairs, they shouldn't be in the room. Or it should be arranged
Why?
somewhat differently. Because now we look at that and there's no one sitting there. It kind of gives a wrong... It gives a wrong...
No, that's true. And you see people yawning and...
idea to people. Like, they think, oh, no one is watching it. And I mean,
No, they are.
there are so many
but
people watching this. They're watching us right now. They're
just
watching
we don't
the live
allow that
stream.
many people in here.
Exactly. You have to fulfill some
You do.
very strong tests
You have to have a
first.
bloodline, you know?
Bloodline.
Yeah. Doesn't sound right at all.
That really
You gotta
doesn't
be
sound right.
related to one of the athletes. The bloodline.
Cousin fifth grade. Right. So.
So Katie just finished. Vessel can tie her.
Katie just did 30 names there, which is brilliant because when we look at the names, it's still that would be a world record then. So look at that.
We just made it to 1,000 views.
Hooray! Congratulations. Thank you very much for tuning in to the XMT live stream.
Extreme Memory Tournament 2016.
My fantastic co-host here today, Max Berkowitz, wanted to tell you something about our sponsor.
Yes, so go to extremememorychallenge.com. Take the challenge, do the test. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. We'll figure out how smart you are. No, I'm just kidding, but it will really help find out what goes on with your memory, and they want 1 million people to take this test. So
Okay,
let's
and
do it.
now let's look at Katie because 3 more seconds for a new world record. Boom! Here it is. 30 names, no mistakes. She's being first person in the history.
Look at
of
Vessel. He's so
XMT
happy for her.
doing that.
He should win Miss Congeniality.
Yeah, Vessel is really a cool guy. I hope he's returning to us very soon to.
I think she's gonna pass out. Look at her.
Live.
She's so excited.
She just broke another
Another
record. I mean, she's
record.
like breaking one record after another, and then she's beating her own record after she did that. So this is fantastic.
This is beautiful.
And look at this. She just memorized Mike, Gregory, Candace, Cheryl, Proby, Dorothy, Amanda, Donna. It takes me longer to name all of them. Memorize them. This is beautiful.
Wow.
This is beautiful.
You go, Kitty. We're gonna have to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Man, what a match so far. What a match. I mean, tomorrow will be super exciting, but they honestly that they have to work to ante this up what they did here today. And this was just the first day. They're not even in the finals yet. So, wow. But on the other hand, when we look at what happened last year, day one also got more records coming in because people had more games, more matches. It wasn't so intense because here they have the group system. They can end up second, even third, yeah, and they still get into the finals. While tomorrow, they cannot do that.
Just look at this. Look at Vessel.
He's
crying.
crying. He's
Yeah.
crying of joy that he was there at the table with Katie
Whoa,
writing history.
where are we going to now? Going to table 3, Marlowe.
So how did that turn out?
Johannes.
We were completely distracted by another world record here. So how did that turn out for Marlowe?
So Christian won, Marlowe lost. So Christian's
Right. Christian
Took a pretty
basically
big
just
lead.
cementing himself here at position number 2 in Group
look
F.
at Everett now, 8 and 6.
Everett is now on position number 2. I also missed that part. That was
Can he win today or no? No, he can't. 'Cause
he
there's
has
one,
done
there's
no, he
one
has
event
only
left, right?
one more event that will give him a maximum of 27 points. Alex is in the lead with 30.
Are you excited there's only one more event
And he
today?
doesn't want to win.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to win because if he is in second position, he will have a much, he will have a less higher ranked opponent in the morning when he's going into the best out of 16 or the octo-finals, like we call it in Europe.
Octo finals.
The octo-finals, yeah. So, it's
Vessel's still happy because he doesn't have the worst record right now. And we know
Oh,
John.
true.
We know Johnny does, but we know he was tired. He was just on a show, and we don't know if he made it to the next round. But
right.
it seems like he did.
Wow, this is all brilliant. Really brilliant.
Brilliant
what's
people
going
out
on
here today.
And now we see another round of Group E and Group F, again with Katie versus Vessel, for example. And if Katie is winning this, then she has now 13 matches. She can come even with Parafiov if he is losing now.
No. Previev,
But again, she would be better off
Oh,
if
it's
she
true.
stays where she is, I guess. It always
if he loses his next
it
2
always
matches.
depends. Group E winner would go against Group B runner-up, which is runner-up's number 3, right?
Yep.
So,
no, runner-up's number 2.
right? What they call this? Oh yeah, they call this third place. So runner with number 2, that would be at the moment Boris. Oh, so that's pretty tough, actually.
Ooh, Vessel got 49.44 seconds. Katie has 60 seconds right now. And the recall starts right now. Katie's starting from the bottom, and so is Vessel. But Vessel started from a weird spot.
Yeah, probably because he already forgot that 75.66 there.
Yeah.
So he was going backwards, but what did he do there? He probably skipped the location or something.
Do you think their hands are tired from typing?
I think it's rather their brains are tired after such a long day. I think the hands still keep up to the task, but some of them are probably already drifting away with their minds because this is so intense.
Here we go. Look at Vessel. He's doing pretty well. But Katie's got a clean slate right here. She's all
yeah,
green
it's
on
all
her
green,
board.
green there so far. That's always very
1,
promising if you have that.
6, 0, 4, 5. There you go. 8, 1. Look at Katie go. Oh, she's stuck. But she's got 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Right. And
And then
Altparath
Christian-
looks like he might
No.
take the lead even further. He still has some and he got it.
But Melanie.
Perfect
No,
score.
but Melanie might beat him.
Right. She
Yeah.
only got 4
30
more digits,
yeah.
and she has a fantastic time there. 34 seconds. I don't believe that, man.
Yeah.
That's so fast.
It's amazing.
For 80 digits. That's really fast. Even among these other super memorizers here, this is a brilliant time. If we look at the best scores in
He
numbers,
looks so confident. Look at him.
that is
Prejev.
only 8 other people did a faster time before.
Uh-oh, she put 2 numbers in there completely off. Johannes beat Marlowe. It's confirmed. Christian is still winning, but Johan could win. You never know.
Yeah, it doesn't really look good for him though.
And Vessel is down right now.
So Melanie, Vessel, Johan, those 3 are really, they're giving their best here and they're doing so brilliant. Even
Oh, Katie has just switched it around.
despite where they are at the championship right now, but
Come on,
I
Melanie.
think they don't have a chance anymore here.
Come on, Melanie.
She's getting those last
3.
3 digits remaining. 2 images in her memory system. She's using a 2-digit major system, and I think she puts 2 of these images together in one location. So this is basically one loci that she is working
Yeah.
at right now, trying to figure out what was going on there.
And Vessel, he's down in the count. But Katie, yeah, she has a perfect score, all green. "40 seconds left."
Well, it's getting really tight for Marlowe now. Is he going to win this
No,
one
no,
now?
he already lost.
He's losing that
He
one
lost.
against Johannes. So it will be tough for him to get that important slot on position number 3, because at the moment Jan Hendrik, Senge Samdam, and Janja have 7 points. Well, he has 5. That puts him on the lowest end of the 4 slots in the 3rd place that still can make it into the finals. So at the moment, Marlowe is struggling against Anudari.
2, 1, it's done. Katie just beat Vessel again. She is on fire.
Right.
fans' desire.
Actually, Melanie can still make it
No.
because she has 4 points. Marlowe has 5 points. Marlowe lost this game. Melanie can win the last game. Marlowe can lose the last game. Melanie's percentage is higher than the one from Marlowe. If Marlowe loses the next game and Melanie wins the next game, they will be tied 5 wins, and Melanie has more percentage and putting Marlowe out of the 4 slots that can make it into the next day.
So it looks like Johnny will be sitting next to us tomorrow.
That's
Ben
pretty a given.
If
Same
he
for
likes
Vessel.
us, he might too.
Same for Ben. Same for Clay. Anudari can still make it. She can win this. Then she clearly will get the slot from Marlo if Marlo loses the next one. So if Anudari wins the next one, she will have 6 points. If then Marlo wins, he will also have 6 wins. No, I meant not 6 points, but 6 wins. So if God, there's so much calculation around. So Anudari wins, Marlo will be in the lead because he has a better percentage. If Anudari wins, Marlo loses, Anudari goes into the finals. If Anudari loses, if Marlo loses, and if Melanie wins, Melanie will be in the finals.
People?
So
If this person wins, if this person ties, if this
there is still a lot of stuff going on, even though the top competitors have already been qualified for the next day. So
there's a lot of yellow.
Yeah, but these yellow ones are a lot of them are between position number 2 and 3. So it's about if Marvin and if Marvin and Sangesamdan are fighting about position number 2, but both of them will make it to the finals because they have enough points. No one can take that from them anymore. Everett and Yanja, they have enough points. It's just about who of them will be number 2 and 3 in the group. So no one can take it from them anymore. Jan Hendrik has 7 points. No one can take it from him anymore. So it's all about those blue ones, which are actually not yellow at the moment, because Melanie is blue, Anudari is blue, but they can turn yellow again when everything happens that I just said.
But look, if Katie was in another group, she'd be a winner. She'd be not a winner, but she'd be in first place in Group A.
Could be right.
Yep. Group D.
But actually, all eyes.
Oh, hey! What's going on?
And there is Nelson.
There's Nelson.
The camera switches to us, and he appears out of nothing.
Hey.
We were just speculating what's going on with the last position. The last one is at the moment Marlo. He is in the yellow spot, 3rd position, 5 wins. But Anudari has 1 more match. She can make it, and she got 6. If she wins and Marlo loses, she gets into the 3rd. If she loses and Marlo wins, he will get there. If she loses and Marlo loses and Melanie wins, Melanie gets it because she has a better percentage than Marlo has.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So I think the top parts are pretty much set. It's now these bottom ones that are fighting for their lives to be in those last few spots for 3rd place.
Yeah, exactly. Here, Jan Henrik, Marvin, Senge, Everett, and Yanja, they don't have to worry about anymore. It's just about which position they get in the end.
Exactly.
Whether it's
The ones who are
second or third.
definitely out are Johnny, Ben, and Vessel.
Yep, and Clay, I'd say.
Yes, Clay also.
Yep.
Exactly. And Chiji.
And Chajir, yep. And Johan.
And Johan, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
There's
the bottom ones in each of the group, I'd say, are out, and now it's kind of those. Yeah, they're fighting for those last 3rd place spots.
So, what do we see here now? The most interesting one now is Anudari versus Lance, because she must win it in order to get that point. So,
and I feel like Lance is probably going to go for. He was so close last time, 13.97 seconds for his images. So
right. So
he
let
wants
us.
those $2,000. He's going to go for it, which could bode well for Anudari if she just gets a solid. I would just go for a 60-second safe run.
Right. So
There
let
we go.
us focus on camera
4.
number 2, which is table number 4. There. Yes, exactly. The camera is already zooming in there.
There's the newspaper.
There's the newspaper.
The
exactly.
crazy hair. Here we go.
Now let's see. Does the Jan Hendrik match have any
I like
significance?
there's a teddy bear again.
Let's see right here.
Does
Jan
Jan Hendrik need to win?
Hendrik.
Only to.
It's important, but no, he's already
he's
in.
in day. He's
So
in
this
day
is
2.
really that Anudari match is really.
Exactly. This is the only really
So
relevant
this is
now.
their last match.
Clay is probably going to go balls to the wall here.
I think
Sure. I
everyone's
mean,
gonna go
the
for a
other one
record
still
right
can
now.
And
do
Boris.
records there
Yeah.
technically.
Now
but-
I think Clay knows and Boris knows that this is just.
And here we
Here we
start.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go to Lance.
Exactly. We already see them there. So here are the images flying through. Lance is like going crazily fast through the
Wow,
images.
look at-
Anudari taking it.
Oh man,
Not that slow.
13.91.
That
Wow.
would be a world record if he can
Boris
get through.
at 13.
Anudari
And she
did
goes for
interestingly
17.
for a 17. That was a very
Interesting. Wow, we
risky
have-
move actually.
And look at table number 3. We have 13-second. Oh, this is insane.
This
I
is
mean,
incredible.
Anudari really should have gone for the entire 60 seconds here.
Yeah.
That strategically didn't make any sense that she did that. She probably didn't see that Lance was flicking up his blue border indication that he was already done, but she could have anticipated that he's
Jan
going for top
Hendrik
time.
and Ben are taking their time.
So if I would have been Anodari in this position, I wouldn't even try to go fast.
They-
I would
they
just
both
from
beat
the
it.
beginning try to do super secure and hope that Lance is screwing up.
Yeah.
That would have be her only
So
chance. Or try to beat the time, of course,
Right.
but
Lance could break the
Probably-
record too.
So we have 4 opportunities here to win the.
oh wow, look at these other times. I
$2,000.
didn't see that
Yeah.
Boris and Clay did that.
And 3 of those, the 13-seconders,
Come on, guys.
can be world records.
Right. So
see.
since Anodari has now that problem with the time, I guess the camera is now already showing the even more interesting game between Clay and Boris now, because both of them have this incredible time, which are both faster than Lance even.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna beat the record?
I think I'm most excited to see Boris's celebration if he gets
Yeah,
this.
come on, let's get Boris in here.
Actually, we should
And it's 13 seconds,
switch off our
exactly.
microphones here and get the sound through the camera.
If we could move someone up
we
to
could
him.
do that, but then the audience cannot hear us for a moment.
That's fine.
Like,
It'll
it would be
okay.
fine for me, right? Because it's more interesting to hear Boris cheer than to us say, yeah, well done, great new world record,
I
something
think
like that.
Clay needs it too. Either one.
All right,
But he's already doing some mistakes there. Boris is still up in green. Lance is all up in green as well. But they are both not super fast
No,
recalling there.
Boris is looking good.
Steadily coming there. Boris did his first,
his
red
first
thing.
mistake. Okay.
but nothing is. And look at these images that Boris has there. They look very similar, don't they? Right next to each other.
Yeah.
Where is that? That's like, no, well,
He's off by 1. So maybe he'll swap that in
Right.
the end. We'll see.
By the way, everyone, we didn't really have the chance to show all these cool champion cards that I created today. I put
can do
them.
it
I put
tomorrow
them in the break. I uploaded them on the MemorySports.com Facebook webpage. Everyone who's on Facebook, you can get them there. I couldn't do it on
look
the
at
XMT,
Lance.
but we can upload them there later
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, sure.
So everyone who's interested in the systems of our athletes, you can go on MemorySports.com fan page on
Let's go to Lance.
Facebook.
Table 4.
Oh, table 4.
Lance.
Table 4. He could do it. He's got a lot of time left.
No, well, every one of them still can do it.
Wait, no,
This
that's
one
not
mistake
table
from
4.
Boris can easily be
Lance is really
corrected.
close though.
Yeah, Lance has
Oh,
28
he's gonna
now.
get it. He got it.
You got it.
And
Yep.
he got
Wow.
it. That's
He's
the
the
new
world record right now.
For now, that can be
For now,
broken
yes.
within a few seconds now, right?
Yeah, but these guys are down.
So Boris just put out something there again,
And look at
but he has now 3 mistakes.
Lance seems pretty confident there if we're looking
Yeah.
at his body language.
Right, and
He's-
Boris
He's
is
thinking, what am I going to spend those $2,000 on? Hopefully a trip to the barber shop, maybe?
Little
he can
haircut, yeah.
take me with him. Actually, I wanted to go to the barbershop as well, but I couldn't
You look fantastic.
do it anymore.
Fantastic.
I wanted to get a really bold head here today to make it really shiny, but anyhow, so 1 minute to go. Lance is already flying to the moon there in his head.
Boris and Clay, it's not looking good for them.
No, it's not.
There's a
Just-
valiant attempt.
But we have a world record, so
I really like Boris' time though with the
Flat on the
13.00.
nose, huh?
40 seconds.
Actually, well, Boris doesn't really look like that he feels in any way confident about what he does there at the moment, with still so many omissions that he has, and I don't think there will be a huge outcry of disappointment, because he already anticipates right now in this very moment that this is not really looking good for him. There would
They
only
can
be an
still be
outcry.
Here we go. We have 20 seconds,
Till we get a world record.
and I know
Right.
Lance is going to be absolutely thrilled to have this. He's trained. This used to not be his best discipline. And here we go.
Here we go. 2, 1, and boom! There he gets the answer. He stays very calm. Look at
Boris wins his match with 19 and 13 seconds, Jan Hendrik 30 and 53 seconds, and Ben Cridmore 30 and 56 seconds. Amazing scores.
And you guys were like confidently walking into the ceremony of the nations the day before, and we were chewing on these gums, and I thought, these guys, they're
Some
so
pictures with
American.
Lance, if anybody wants
So
to take
American.
quick pictures with Lance, but we are running late, so we'd like to move
Play
along.
another world.
Oh, by the way, I'm not supposed to say American anymore since my wife is also American.
Right,
and there are
the South
35
Americans.
countries on the American continent. It's not just the United States. Look at that.
So let's
13.11.
look here. So for the best cards of the day is Alex Mullins, 16.86 seconds, incredible. Images just now broken, 13.91 seconds by Lance. 2 Americans so far.
Right.
Katie Kermode, perfect names in 60 seconds.
Basically an American, no.
No. Former American, right, and British. Marwin Melonius has the fastest numbers of the day, 21.84, which is amazing. And Katie Kermode also with the numbers, with the words, 53.65.
Right.
Everything was broken.
And Anodari,
Everything was a world
Anodari is now
record
out.
except for
for numbers, but
it was so close
very
too.
close.
So Anodari, she doesn't have any chance anymore to go to day number 2 because Marlo already outsmarts her with the recoil accuracy. The only
Look at him on camera. Did you see Lance?
the only chance for any surprise now will be Melanie winning her next match and Marlo losing his next match. That will switch both of their positions.
So mostly everyone's done for the
All
day.
the others are just now fighting for their position here. We will see what's happening
We have
between Senge. If he wins, he will
Left, I believe.
Let's see.
be before Marvin, and if Yanja wins, she will still be
So
behind
numbers?
Everett,
Okay.
except Everett is now completely screwing up his accuracy.
Yeah.
We have the numbers now.
So now numbers will be exciting because
Alex.
people will want that money, and it's mostly people who are good at numbers and have nothing to lose at this point. Marwin, Simon,
Yep.
Alex.
Look at that, Yanja
And they
is
need-
trying to build herself
They
some
need to beat
head
it under
stuff.
21 seconds. They get 21.00 seconds and they'll beat it.
What is she putting on there? Is that a tiara?
She
It's to
is
hold
so
in her
fancy.
blinders. It's an elastic band.
Here we go.
And
Alex
we
is still
we
so sweaty.
We have numbers, and then what was the last one? Names and words, which I don't think anybody's going to beat that one in terms of a record. But numbers is definitely open.
You never know now. Can't predict. Look, someone's asleep. Table 4. Shoesier. No, that's Everett. Sorry.
No, it's Everett, yeah.
Well, I think Everett needs to win this to stay where he is.
Not an accuracy. If Yanja wins this next game, she will still be behind Everett. At least
No,
when there's
no.
nothing
Well, unless
changing
he
between the
flops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
exactly.
She could easily switch with him.
Yeah, it's open, but he still has
He needs
bit
that
of an
winning
advantage there. Even if
Oh,
he
he's gonna get
loses,
it.
there is still a good possibility that he's not losing his slot against Yanja.
And also Marwin needs to win his. He doesn't want to.
Go down to
Senge.
Senge. Senge.
By the way,
Senge.
for everyone who's just listening to us, that you see that stream, you look at Shijir and you look at Everett, but what we here in the studio, we can look actually at 3 different cameras plus our own camera, so there are 4 cameras going on right now, and we have all that material recorded, don't we?
Yep.
So what are we going to do with that later? Are we cutting cool videos out
Yep.
of
We'll
that?
make little shorts for the, not like wearable shorts, but short videos that we can upload for the world records. And
Right.
do our best to keep making this sport exciting for next year
So, yeah.
and for our future sponsors.
By the way, speaking of wearables, will there be any fan articles to buy somewhere, like our cool XMT t-shirts, XMT baseball caps, and the XMT, I don't know, extension cords?
Hold on that thought. I'll answer that question after. Right now we have some sub 20 second.
Yeah, we do. Simon at 16.56 seconds and Alex at 17.65 seconds. And
Shajir
Shajir
And
could
Shajir
tie it.
also,
He
yeah.
would tie it. I mean, he would tie it at 20.01.
Well, it was
Oh, no,
21, so that
21.0.
also is an opportunity to win.
So we have another 3 potential
And Marvin,
world records
So
here.
Simon uses the 2 card, the 2 number method, and then Marwin uses 3.
Yes. No.
Yeah, I thought I saw.
No, Simon has a 4-digit system.
He does.
Yeah, he has 10,000 images in his memory system. He's the only one so far.
So
Memory sports
does
doing
he show
that.
4 at a time?
I thought he shows
He
two
puts
at a-
one image in one location with 4 digits.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he has technically the most sophisticated one, although of course that's arguable whether this is better than a 3-digit system or not, because he has to deal with so many more.
Should we go
10,000.
Simon or Alex?
Either or. I guess we'll go with Simon since
Yeah.
he's got the
Faster.
fastest time here.
So what is your opinion on that, Nelson? Do you think that a 3-digit system always beats a 2-digit system and a 4-digit system beats a 3-digit system?
I used to think between 3 and 2, no, because then you think about Wang Feng and he uses 2 digits and he had the speed record for numbers. But
Right.
now it seems like the 3 is the way to go.
But maybe just because people are thinking that and doing that more often.
Look
Could
at
be.
Simon.
Yeah.
He's killing it right now.
We have a great shot of Lance chewing his gum.
He's turning
Yes.
back.
Let's switch to Alex here. How's he doing? Okay, he's pausing for a moment. Let's see if he's struggling to bring those to mind.
Come on, Alex. And look at Simon. 60. Just needs 20 more.
I do know sometimes he does like to review it before he writes it down. So I'm assuming those last few he remembered just by looking at it, and now he's going back through his memory palace.
Here we go.
Here he goes.
And Yanja got her numbers perfectly, unlike Everett, who's still struggling to put it together
Hey,
there.
Lance.
So, and he's actually missing a lot of digits at the moment, meaning that would actually screw up his accuracy probably to put him below Yanja
That's true.
if she's winning.
It's true, yeah.
Which puts him in a difficult position, because then he has to compete against a more higher ranking athlete from today there.
Tomorrow, yep.
But on
He's
the
still
other
got, he's got it. There's
but
2
he's
minutes
got it at
left.
the moment, yeah.
And so Marwin was able to get his perfect, so I think he secures his spot.
Wow, Alex just has the record.
Oh,
Here
there
we
he
go.
goes. Yep.
Yep.
Here we go, and Simon is.
How's Simon doing?
He did that so
He corrected a mistake though, just put in another mistake, but hey, he has still more than 1.5 minutes to go. So temporarily Alex has the world record. Maybe it only helps, only is holding for another 90
Now,
seconds.
just picture this. If
Yeah.
Alex were a single man, right, and there were 8 ladies
Yeah.
giving him his phone number,
Yeah.
he could do that in 17 seconds.
That's amazing.
If he was running out of the bar,
See,
and his
that's what we
parking ticket was running out,
Yeah.
and he needed to get those numbers, he would just get them.
That
real
should be a
quick.
commercial for XMT.
That's
Him
actually-
memorizing 8 different numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Ron did that at
Oh,
the
that's right, in the
Superhuman Show.
Superhuman
By the way,
Show.
that was my idea. I
What?
wrote
The
that
numbers?
to these guys, and
Some of
they,
them
they,
used
they
it?
never contacted me again, but they used it and
They
it
were
came
like,
through.
thank you.
Yeah, it was, they,
Don't
were
do
happy,
that.
they were happy that I had this idea.
Simon,
How's he doing?
50 seconds.
Let's, how's he doing? He looks a bit befuddled trying to think
We're-
of those last few digits. But
We're zoomed in on Alex. I think we think that he's going to break it. No, now we're back at Simon.
It's really very difficult for me. He still have to put in 3 entire images there, which are the 12 digits that they're still wrong or missing. Doesn't look good for him. Even if in the last seconds he comes up with it, there he puts in another wrong one. That's basically it.
That's
He's
Here we go,
now
Alex.
guessing something.
yeah.
It's Alex's win.
What a day by Alex.
Really, Alex, unbelievable.
Had a few losses this morning, but just pulled it together and just destroyed the afternoon.
Wow. 3, 2, 1. Alex.
And here we go.
World memory record right here.
A new world record for a guy who's just
Boom.
so incredibly.
XMT record.
I mean, this man just practices for 30 minutes a day, and after 1.5 years becomes the world memory champion.
It's insane.
That's the first time ever I heard something like that, because before him, everyone assumed, oh, you have to practice like 4 hours a day at least, and
It's
some
all
people
about
even
who
do 8.
practices the most.
Exactly, and that's not
And he's
correct.
proved that that's actually not the case.
Exactly, you can do that. You can do that during your breakfast, probably.
Do you see people lie about that at all?
Probably,
Say, you know, it's
yeah,
like 30 minutes a
probably
day.
some of
I don't
them.
think Alex, he's he's got school and
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
This is his
It doesn't
side passion.
add up otherwise,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's amazing.
So there he is.
So now we have our last
Shining,
match of
laughing.
the day.
And this one will be probably one of the most interesting ones, although it's on the bottom end. This is really not all about Melanie versus Marlo, even though they not compete against each other. So it's
Let's see, and
We're
also
absolutely
also
incredible.
Katie versus Purajev. Can they catch each other? Let's go to the
Kitty,
groups.
all right, here we go.
No, they
No.
can't. Okay.
So pure job
So that's
one.
she can go for her maybe another world record, but I
Yep.
mean she's got it in the bag. So I guess she has nothing to lose. She's probably going to do something insane.
And congratulations to our youngest competitor, Everett, at 9
yeah,
and 6.
he's now
Yeah.
he's now set on day 2, and even before Janja,
Yep.
who is still in the yellow here, but
But look-
but that doesn't matter because she is. Why is, by the way, why are Jan Hendrik, Sanger Salman, and Janja not green? Although I still don't think it's green, but why are they not already in the next day?
Right, that's a
Because
good point.
they are.
But we know they are.
No
yeah.
one can surpass them anymore.
It might only be
it's
the
impossible.
green is for the top 2 seeds. I wonder if because this is still from the first year when we had 16 competitors. That maybe Simon didn't update that.
Yeah,
Now-
maybe that's
Because
it.
you're right. Some of these Jan,
It's like a bug.
Senge, yeah,
It's
something like
it's a
that.
feature.
It's a feature.
Johannes and Brevjev could go for the top record this afternoon because they're both at 12 and 2. Lance is already at 13 and 2, but their recall.
Yeah.
All
very
right,
similar.
that's
Yeah.
true. Johannes could still surpass Lance there.
Yep.
And Purevyev already has a better accuracy
Yeah.
than Lance. Johannes have to, well, I don't know if that's even possible with a 100% accurate things that he goes higher than that. I'm not quite sure, but maybe Purevyev has a slightly better chance to do that, to get the top slot today.
Fascinating. I'm gonna go join them in there, and we'll wrap it
Last
up
one.
with this
Right.
match. We'll do the prizes for the top disciplines of the day, and you guys can wrap it up, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Sure.
He's a good man. That Nelson does.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he did so much for the sport.
You know what we
even
have-
before he came up with the XMT, he already put the USA on the map.
Yeah.
And I think it was an important thing for memory sports to put the USA on the map because it's one of the biggest countries in the world. It's the most.
Did you see him on
It's,
SNL?
it's the. Well, I have a lot of words in my head that I don't want to. That should be appropriate. It's it's, what do you call the USA? It's like the superpower, right?
Yeah, the superpower.
Yeah, it's a superpower, and the superpower should have some good memory athletes as well in order to use that.
Let's put Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump in here. Let's see who wins. That determines who's president.
Right. But
but you know what I mean?
But if we're already going that far, we should bring in a couple of these other candidates who dropped out earlier.
That's true.
They might have a chance at this as well. But let's switch back from politics to games here.
But look at the top right. What is there, Florian? Top right of the screen.
Ah, yes, interesting. Could you say that? Because I
Do
think
you
we
want me to
haven't
say
said-
it? Everyone who's listening and watching, go to extremememorychallenge.com. Once again, extremememorychallenge.com. It's a 5 to 10 minute test. I guarantee it. You will love it. Take the exam, the challenge. Let's see how you do. Thank you.
And you will actually get some feedback afterwards, which will tell you where you we're gonna don't will tell you exactly
No.
where you were, but if you were in the upper or middle or lower end, so you can at least get a feeling for yourself. If you were in the lower end, don't feel bad about yourself. Everyone can improve their memory. Memory
It's your
techniques
first
are
test.
out there. There are so many websites. There's memorysports.com. There's the Art of Memory. .com forum. There are many other websites. There's the I think the Mind Athlete from Ron White and so on. There's so many good websites where you can learn all of this mostly for free. And if that's still not enough, you can get one of those many memory coaches out there who will help you to get an incredible memory, not just an average memory, but a memory that is outsmarting everyone else and your friends and
You
family.
look cool. You look cool.
Exactly. You can go to a party and memorize a couple of cards and everyone will think you're a genius, although you're not.
But you are. You can. Everyone can become a genius.
Yeah, well, it depends. When everyone is a genius, and it's not really genius anymore.
Well, then we'll just
but,
move the bar up a little bit.
but at least you will feel very good about yourself, and will
Yeah.
give you an ability that was already lingering there in you all your life. It was just dormantly waiting for you to activate this power.
Florian, how do you feel about this last event? Are you retired or?
I'm kind of happy that it's the last event, because actually it's 2 more events, isn't it?
No, this is the last one.
Wait, really?
Yep.
All right. Well then,
Oh, one more after this.
yeah.
This is it.
This is it. All right. So, what's happening here at our live box? Everything dropped out.
Well, it's our live box
probably
is tired.
it's probably yeah, it's always tired before us. It's probably just resetting there.
Here we go. We have Marwin in back. No, that's Jan Hendrik in back.
Right. So we're still waiting. Something is probably resetting there.
Now, what do these guys do because I wasn't here the past 2 years. What do the guys do that lost the next 2 days? Can they just go home? The 8 people that lost.
Yeah, technically yes.
Or can they go
They
to the
can go-
beach here? Are they-
Yes, we are in San Diego. There's a nice beach, isn't there? There's a lot
advantage
of beach in all directions.
So they really don't need to be here.
They can go down to Tijuana in Mexico and
Get a nice burrito.
exactly, or go up to
LA.
LA and compete next weekend at the US Memory Open, which is a traditional pen and paper championship, which compared to this one will be incredibly boring.
And, yeah, exactly. It'd be very boring, but the creator of this won that 4 times.
No,
Yeah,
that's
US Memory Championship.
yeah, that's
Not
a
open.
different one. The
Not
creator
open.
of that
See, I don't
is
even-
me, and I didn't win anything here yet. So you were referring to the USA Memory
yeah.
Championship. That's a different one.
You created the US Memory Open?
Yes,
Wow.
I wanted to bring rankable championships to the American continent, and
Look
I
at
did.
you, the German.
The German brought the first championship after so many years to the United States. Right, where's our feed here? There's still
There we go.
something
Recall
fishy.
ends in 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
My live view here is completely blank. Where do you get this stream for the day?
I don't think it's
Soon.
working right now because it's
Starting
not showing the
soon.
points.
Oh no, and it's starting soon. Recall ends. I think there's something being messed up, and they will reset the
So
entire
maybe we
thing,
should
yeah.
sing a song or something, or
Which one? Like the Smurf song?
this.
Okay, here we go. Everything is resetted. People are getting ready now, putting up their smart glasses. By the way, smart glass, really be aware of that as a cheating device. There are these Google glasses and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
true.
You can record stuff,
Yeah.
and then you see that in your glass and you don't even know
Maybe
about
they're
it.
creating their own.
Okay, here we go. There we started. So let us have a closer look at table 4 with Marlo and Johan. Or actually, we already looked at that. Actually, let's switch to Melanie, because Melanie is now in the position to turn it around and throw Marlo out of the competition. Yes. So this is the table with Katie and Porafiev. Where is Melanie? I think we don't have any camera on Melanie yet. Melanie is sitting at table 2. So please, camera guys, let us switch to
To
table
camera?
table 2. Camera. No camera yet is there, so I don't even know. One of our camera guys has to decide to switch to table 2, and there is camera 2 now moving around, and in a few seconds we will see the table with Melanie.
No, you're so soft right
Versus
now. You sound like a golf
Vessel.
announcer. And table 2.
And here we are
Here
at
we
the
are.
Extreme Memory Tournament 2016.
And now their memory goes.
And now I will bite into my cookie that I have here because I'm
It's gonna be
running out of
louder than
energy.
Do you want a chip? Do you need anything? You want to?
No, I have my cookie.
There are 5 seconds left. No, whoa, mine's off. Wow.
Okay, both of them have 60 seconds. So that's interesting. Melanie took a bit of time to think about the remaining images. Vessel already made some mistakes. since he is out, I'm pretty sure that she has a really good chance to win that. Look, he's already making so many red mistakes.
Come on,
there.
Vessel. Finish this last one strong.
I think,
Came all the way from the Netherlands. The Netherlands. It's my homeland.
oh no, my computer crashed. I cannot see
At least
the
it
live
crashed on the last
Can
one.
you click on Melanie, please?
Yep. Looks like it's crashing right now.
Yours is crashing as well. The entire software is crashing
Yep.
now. I hope it's not crashing for the athletes because that would be devastating. I think if you're having the same issues that we have right now, you will not see on the live website what they type in, but on the live stream at least we can see what they type in there. So that's good enough for us. Vessel has a million red words there. But he's now improving. He did a similar thing that Katie and Simon did earlier. Now look at this. Vessel just did a couple of letters in there, and he's now improving that into the correct words. So Melanie hasn't won yet. Let's see Marlo. I don't get Marlo's
I don't
results. Yeah, that's for some reason the website it's not showing us that. So let's just stay here. Look at
Stay
Melanie.
here, relax, just enjoy it.
And see how that goes. Melanie has 30 words. She is still typing.
31.
By the way, there's a slight delay of what she types in and what you see, so don't wonder when she's not with her fingers on the keyboard.
Ooh, what happened to Vessel? It was just a...
Yeah, he moved everything, I think, to the side. He might change that back in a moment.
It's got a minute and a half.
He's got a minute and a half. But
There we go, he switched it.
Yeah. So he has 20 points. Melanie is with 32 in the lead. That looks very good for her, but even if she wins, she still needs Marlo to lose. And right now,
We can't tell.
we can't really tell. We cannot click on the result from Marlo and Johan there.
Can we just go to Marlo, the camera, and then we'll just see his reaction, see if he's...
Yeah, I mean, now the
You can
camera
maybe
has to
tell
swing
by that.
around completely. So let's just stay there where we are. Let's just stay there we are
so
and see
demanding.
what's happening at the end. Now the camera is switching. All right, they're too fast for us.
Right,
Okay, now
Christian.
Christian and Johannes. So so.
We have 40 seconds left in day one.
Okay, I
Finish
was
strong, people.
able to reload the page, and now I'm getting the feed properly. Marlo is going to win. It's inevitable. He is being in the finals on day 2, and Melanie is dropping out. Although she did a fantastic job there, and she really was close.
The oldest player is still in it. That's incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job, Marlo.
So 5 more seconds, and the first day of the XMT is over.
It's officially over, everyone.
All right, and here we go. Marlo Knight, as the last competitor, qualified himself for the finals. And by the way, now here they are all now colored correctly on the website. Even the third position.
I think Nelson, is he making a speech now?
Yeah, he's doing a speech. We cannot hear it right now.
You get this amazing. Please stick around, log out of your computer. If it's your computer, make sure you take it with you. Please do not leave your computers here tonight, but don't take Dart Electronics or Dart Neurosciences computers home. We'll have some announcements for tomorrow. Please gather around, and we will be doing a whole bunch of stuff.
First, we're going to be doing a raffle for a t-shirt. So who has a raffle ticket? Nobody has a raffle ticket? Hey, Barry. Oh, you okay.
I love that happens. Yeah. I'm running out of memory.
All right, so anyone who's visiting who's not a competitor should have a raffle ticket. All right.
Sometimes.
Yep. All right, so the winning ticket for a free XMT t-shirt is 707021. Hey! Who is that? There you go. Awesome. All right, just to wrap up the day, we're going to announce the winners of each event. If I call your name, come up and accept your medal. You will also be a winner of $2,000, which is great. Congratulations. And this is our first year where we've actually broken a record in each of the events. And not just any records. I mean, these are records that are just insane. So congratulations to many of you for pushing that boundary, and tomorrow and the next day will be even more exciting because of it, I'm sure of it. So we'll start with, I didn't know how to. So Lance Shearhart with Images World Record, 13.91 seconds. Next up we have, for numbers, best numbers, that is Alex Mullen with 17.65 seconds. Next up is best names. That's Katie Kermode with 30, a perfect score in 60 seconds.